Ahoy! Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 28 of The Savage Tide. I'm Eric, your dungeon master, as always, and I'm excited to be back. Last week was busy and sad, and we didn't get to play, but now we're doing it this week, so let's get ready to rumble. It's episode 28, and so 2 weeks ago, the party had dinner with the governor of Farshore, a gentleman by the name of Sir Manthalay Maravanchi, a name that might have come up a long time ago, maybe like 15 sessions ago, and the party played politics with them. It was a nice long role-playing session where it accumulated in deciding to hunt down that missing captain in a warehouse. But that was a dead end, except for finding a weird alien creature pilfering a strange bat statue that the party now has possession of. The party then tried to find the rest of the captain, again, being like, you know what? Maybe they went back to Rat's End, the base of operations where the raid came from. So the party rented a small little schooner, headed out over there, and rather than finding that captain, they found a different captain. They found Captain Pearl, the Forward Horizon, and her ship. So they struck a deal with her for aid for the upcoming Crimson Fleet invasion in a couple weeks. The party is still kind of on the clock. The party is trying to come up with allies and things that will help them in this upcoming conflict. So they're trying to get the band back together. I have updated them. Of course. That's what I mean. What else would I mean? So, yeah, that's the recap. Let's go around. LZT, how you been, buddy? Yay. Good deal. Yeah, but great deal. Yeah. Tell us who you're playing and what your inspiration trigger is today. They can't hear the players. Oh, what the? This is what happens when you restart your computer. Sorry, I should have tested this beforehand.
So we can say whatever we want?
Not anymore.
Oh my god.
I can hear you now.
Are you sure?
I'm so sorry about that. LZT, repeat. Your girlfriend here from Vegas. You have
Yes.
some art to do. You're good to go now.
Yeah. I'm playing Presco Stormskill, the human cleric, and my inspiration for the day is bear witness to a sign from Dagon. That's it. That's it from me. MC.
Yeah. Hi. I'm Dempsey. I play Korok Manto, a half-orc paladin and also the creature champion of Istis. And my inspiration for the day is to divine the gruesome fate of a sworn enemy.
Perfect.
Henley.
Yo, what up, honky donks? The name's Dave. I'm a cool cat who likes to walk along fences. I'll be playing.
Is that your Tinder profile? Is that what your Tinder bio?
Yeah. Yeah, as a married man, I have a Tinder profile. It's real good. What was it? What's my character's name? Pinnell Apple. There we go. He is a swashbuckling rogue of the roguish variety, and I'm about to roll his inspiration right now because I just got into the game.
Yep. For those who are wondering, what we're doing is that every time we start a new session, we roll from a table of d6 little objectives that each person in the group has wrote. They're little catch lines, kind of tropey kind of things about your character based on their beliefs, history, experiences, that kind of surmise what the character's about. And what'd you get, Henley?
Well, I don't have a sixth one yet, but whatever. I'll just take the fifth one, which is: the pen is mightier than the sword. Write the story at the detriment of your companions.
Perfect.
Ooh.
That's good. Right. So some of them are flavorful and fun. Other ones are spooky and righteous. It's just represents your character in a good way. I like it a lot. Yeah. So let's get ready to rumble. I just did the recap. Oh my God, Kelsa.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey,
I am Kelsa. And
Sorry. So sorry.
look, I wanted to show off. I've been doing art this week.
Oh my God.
And
that's-
I drew I used my lady as a model for drawing a cool action scene. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of art for Art Fight. That's what I've been doing this week. But today I'm playing Bajko. And I think this pairs very well with Pinel's inspiration. Today my inspiration is delight in delivering unnecessary violence. And that is a very Bajko. That's a very Bajko. For those of you who don't know, he's a half-orc barbarian, and he delights in delivering unnecessary violence on a regular basis.
Yeah. No, it's super good.
How unnecessary is unnecessary, though?
Yeah. I was
Are you
gonna make that
talking
same
like-
joke. Okay.
Well, I think when it causes Pinel to take a step back and write a story about it rather than what either one of us is supposed to be doing, then I've succeeded.
You know what? I'll mention something here. Pinel has a very warped sense of right and wrong because of hanging out with everyone here. Like if you think about it, he's just like, oh yeah, no, this is how normal people act all the time. Yeah, that's cool. That's good.
Poor
We'll
baby.
just do that. Poor baby. He's 5 years old. He can barely walk, let alone fly. And here you guys are tainting him with your righteous unholiness.
Yeah.
Radical.
This never had a
Righteous
chance.
unholiness.
Mm-hmm.
Never had a chance. Okay.
Yeah.
So I brought us all over
Yeah.
to a cool little map that I found for the Isle of Dread, and to kind of set it up. So we're over here, just to give everybody a quick little laydown of what's going on. We are over here on the left-hand side. I just pinged it. This is Rat's End over here with the Forward Horizon on the little schooner. I will ping down and shift it. Ping down here. This is where Farshore is and the Black Storm. And then a couple quests and things that you know about so far. Panarora. This is the place. This is the sort of main city of the Ullmans here on the Isle of Dread. And because this is the main city, this is where you're supposed to go to help get the warriors to help you. And then way up here,
The undead people.
yeah, the people who have they have their ancestors who are undead. And then way up here is the wreck of the Blue Nixie that needs help. I get salvaged. There's other stuff around here as well. The Fangs of Zotzihala are active volcanoes. Always kind of.
Where was
billowing
the
smoke around.
mine that the guy mentioned before?
Oh, it's down
With all
on
the
it's
gemstones.
on Farshore.
Hmm.
Or I mean they call Farshore the island and the colony. So it's kind of both
Okay.
of them. Like it's like the island is small enough. It's only maybe like I can make a measurement. It's probably about 12 miles across. No, 8 miles, 9 miles. 9 miles across. So it's kind of just whatever the hills of Farshore. I'm sure the Ullman have a name for it that would be more appropriate.
Okay.
But yeah, those are the emerald mines there. Anyways, you guys are over here. You just struck a bargain. What's going to be the play today? Do we want to bring them back to town and help them like do stuff around the town while you guys do else? I don't know. I'm kind of leaving it up to you, but I know we were a couple. The music's back on. We haven't played and you haven't danced in a while, so I don't mind leading the first one here, reminding everybody what the steps are. For
I remember we
then-
had a statue, and we could use that statue to talk to.
You have the statue. The statue is
yes, from the village of
Yeah.
Tamora.
Panarora.
Tanarora, sorry, and there's like it has some sort of bargaining, like it's a bargaining chip we can use there, for
That's
the
the-
female chiefess.
That's the best you could remember. Yeah, because you brought it back
Mhm.
over to the governor and the governor's entourage, and they all thought that someone else was smuggling it. But apparently no one, they were just pointing fingers at each other, and that no one really knows how it got there.
That's where we ended last time, right?
Yeah, that was part of where we ended. But yes, it does belong to the people of the Isle of Dread, and it might be relevant in that city. Who's holding it, by
Okay.
the way?
I believe it's Bajko.
Okay. Good to know.
I mean, he can't get any more tainted than he already is. So he's
No, I mean that would be Korik.
Yeah, Korok's pretty tainted.
But Korik, yeah. I have a question for you, Korik.
Eric?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric?
Oh, what's up? What's up?
Dempsey and Hadley are in each other's places on this.
How'd that happen? All right, that's good call. I'll fix that.
Just,
Don't worry about it.
just
No,
change-
we're not
just-
changing.
Just drag us over.
I'm dragging.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it live. So my question,
yeah.
while we're doing this, Dempsey,
Yes.
does Korik identify as evil because of the curse and detect evil and stuff?
No, he stayed. I think he stayed because he started chaotic neutral, and I wanted to keep him chaotic neutral, because I think the curse, but also like his quest is quite good, but also it's coming from a very neutral place, because for me fate is very neutral, and it's very fate is very unforgiving, but also it's just what it is, and it's not trying to target anyone specifically.
I think
Yeah.
that Eric's question was more like, even though you are still you're in alignment, because you're cursed, does that trigger like a false alarm on detect evils because it's detecting the evilness of the curse?
Oh.
At least that was what I got from that
Yeah.
question.
No, you're right. Kelsa speaks Eric better than I do.
That one I don't know. I think that one is for you to decide. I'm not
Okay.
trying to like take over on what this curse does and doesn't give
No,
me, because
you're not taking over. I'm asking you as the resident curse expert of being
Oh,
cursed
okay.
for a long time now.
Okay. I mean, I'd say, sure, it could, because he is cursed. I mean,
Right? I know
it's bad.
It stands to reason that it is, but I kind of leave it up to you at this point. If there's like, for example, because you're a paladin, because you're Istis, it actually doesn't, or if the curse is there, it does. I could see it going either way, and rather than like roll for it, I feel like this is a character decision for you. Whenever you think is more interesting.
I think, it could. I think it could
Yeah.
set off like detect evil.
Sure. Maybe it's unreliable. Right? Wow, Katie. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Oh, thank you so much. Katie donated 3,000 bits and has to bounce.
So many bits.
That's a lot.
Katie is the best.
Please.
Katie is
Okay.
This detect evil thing, it's not directed at me.
no, but the
Oh,
paladin
good.
can sense that stuff.
Yeah.
You have
I'm
divine
Whenever
sense.
just making sure, I don't want to. I don't
No.
want to glow in the dark. Right now.
Are you?
You got that reflexive
You're-
lead sheet that you pull up?
Yeah, exactly.
You're a
I'm
cleric.
not
Yeah.
better relief. I'm just
Yeah,
led.
anytime Korok like does divine sense, like Presco like leaves the room.
Oh no, I just have
No.
aluminum foil with me. I just roll it out in front of my face.
No. Yeah, no. You have to have something that protects you from that stuff.
Oh, the barnacle, definitely.
Yeah, the barnacle renders you as neutral. Because you're a god of the oceans and passages and voyages, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense that it would. I mean, the same reason why like gods of evil trickster gods don't register as evil, like defeats the purpose, or like illusions identify themselves as illusions, like that defeats the purpose. Right?
I'm just saying that if I didn't have that barnacle, I'd glow in the dark.
Yeah, absolutely. But as long as you're in that sweet, sweet, dark, damp embrace, you're fine. And also, like, alignment's kind of bullshit anyways. I'm just kind of wondering, though. But, like, when you... Unless... it's true for most people, alignment's bullshit. Unless you literally have a divine connection to something, then obviously that channels through you, and it's more like that is what gets picked up by alignment than necessarily, you know? Like, when you're an open... you know, connection, a socket plugged into a power that's bigger than all of you. Yeah. Then
I
you
still
glow a
think
little
the
bit. You have a
fantasy
little bit
flight-
of a charge.
The what is it? The Edge of the Empire game did it far better than D&D ever has done it before. So,
Oh,
I don't
Star
know.
Wars.
which is to say,
What do they do?
yeah, it does that floating, like basically, like at the end of every session, your actions sort of like determine where you go. So you can think evil, but be good, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
But in
totally.
D&D, you kind of like, when you're evil, well, I guess you better roleplay evil. Like that's just
Yeah.
how it is.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
No,
kind of
I
straightforward.
prefer it. Everyone's like that. That's what I like with Dungeon World. And when they do it, they do instincts, which is
Yeah.
what the instinct is of each like monster instead of alignment. Like
Yeah.
alignment, evil. No, instinct. Eat.
Yeah, or protect.
Yeah, exactly.
Guard
Love that.
jealously. Stuff like that. And you're like, yeah, okay.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Right.
Yeah, return thrown Pokeballs, that sort of thing.
All right. So yeah, remember, you wanted to meet with the... So here's a couple things you remember. You wanted to meet with the Almond tribe at Tanarora to see if they could pledge warriors to your aid, but that you already know going into this that's questionable because they have a questionable relationship with Farshore already. You know, you need to get supplies from the Blue Nixie. That's way up north, kind of near the middle of the Isle of Dread. You know, a couple of other things. You know that there's a tribe of flying lemur, like flying squirrel-like creatures called Phanatons. You know that they kind of inhabit around the tar pits here, or they at least harvest the tar from there. And they have a set of warriors too that could be willing to help. Those are all the leads, and that's the one that Lavinia gave you. Of course.
All this diplomacy doesn't seem like a very, very us style. How about, is there any opportunities here to, say, sabotage?
Wait,
this
is Pearl
pirate
any
fleet?
better at negotiations than we are? Because we are all
I mean, no-
super bad.
I
at
mean,
that.
I'm really good at it in terms of stats and rolls, but that doesn't seem like what the party would do, right? So, is there a way that we can sneak in and blow up some ships or something like that?
So you asked that
Mm.
last week, and you asked specifically if Pearl knew where the fleet's assembling, and she told you that they're assembling in a place called Scuttle Cove, which is
Oh.
a closely guarded secret. It is the full base of operations for the Crimson Fleet, and no, that's protected even magically. All of the wards and stuff that protect it, though, certainly smell of like burning sulfur, brimstone-y, and that clearly there's some sort of like devilish divine pact involved in keeping that place secret.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sorry, I gotta take a phone call. 1 sec,
Oh,
guys.
no problem, loser. So, yeah, Desolate Pearl is working with you. They're their ally. She can suggest
Yay,
stuff to you to
connections.
do, right? She can suggest things that she'd be willing to do. But if you want to ask, her to do something else in favor of this, like she doesn't want to die, she wants to help. So anything you think that would work, right? If you want her to go up to the Blue Nixie and get stuff while you all go somewhere else, that's totally fine. If you want her to go find Molos and bring Molos in on the game, that's good too. There's plenty of shit to do, right?
I mean,
You all understand this sort of suite of options I'm giving you all? Is any questions? Anything that's completely
I mean, Panaroa, we could just send Penel up there because he can fly all the way.
Yeah.
And while
do we want to split the party though?
No, but we could do this. I mean, we're kind of stressed on time, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
flying
so we
there.
could sail from Far Shore up to the Blue Nixie while Pinel is flying to Tanaroa, and then when he's done there, he can rejoin. Just fly northeast and rejoin.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna fly faster than we can sail.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
it could work.
Ellie, you're muted.
I do 50 feet fly, so that's my
Yeah.
fly speed. So I don't know if it's true or not, but I can
Oh,
go wherever while you guys are doing something else. So it's like, I don't know. It's up to you guys. I'll do whatever.
you will have to make it back to. Well, I guess you don't have to make it back to Far Shore. Okay.
let's.
So, all right. So, just honestly, we should just focus our attention on one thing and all go as a party, because otherwise it'll just be like crazy amounts of
Um,
weird stuff getting done. So,
I kind
go
of
in
like
groups of
clearing
two or
out the
whatever.
mines, but also I feel like that's something that could potentially wait until after this whole like attack thing happens. Again, the protection of Far Shore, like that can be a later thing. I do wish we could find that captain that got away. I'd really like to shank him.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing.
Setting up defenses is boring, but somewhat necessary.
Be a great job for an NPC.
Yeah. Be a great job for an NPC.
I mean, also like the NPC told you to persuade the lizard folks to stop attacking the mines, right? That's doesn't necessarily mean killing them.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to do this, but like you could maybe recruit them in some way.
There's
Right.
no way Boschko would think of that option.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm giving you, I'm telling you there's
feel
other
like it
options.
would go.
I'm telling you there's a hidden menu of options.
Okay.
I feel like Presco would not like to kill the lizard man, for
Yeah.
biological reasons.
I feel like playing as an orc, it's like playing in Fallout where you can see all the dialogue choices that you just can't use. Like that.
Well, the truth is that
your speech
you see
and
them,
charisma.
you see it, and they're like, "What a waste of time!" It's really what
Yeah.
it is. Like, why would a designer put all these options here when the obvious choice is to fight? This is so dumb. Just persuade.
Boschko would never understand Undertale.
I don't get it. Keep fighting. Just fight everything.
I mean, getting Lizardmen on our side actually might be a pretty cool idea if Presco was to suggest it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something you.
I think if we're sailing back from Griff back to Far Shore, I think Presco's like quiet all the way back. Just think.
Sure, this could
Is
be.
that we like?
Yes.
Are we like catching a ride on the forward horizon and bringing Pearl back with us so that she and her crew can help out stuff too?
That's totally possible.
Yeah.
I think that's a good plan.
Sure. Okay. Nothing. The rest of the week kind of goes by, right? It's pretty much was a week, half a week
on a
out there,
second.
half a week back.
Hang on a second. On the way back, we could just go.
Let's see how the
Just
weather
go.
was.
Take a
warm
shortcut
and-
up to
warm and rainy.
Tananora.
Yeah, do you
We
want to
could
go there in
just-
the Forward Horizon? You totally
God,
can.
Sure.
You're saying Ford Horizon, and I just think of an SUV, like.
Fucking, it is. It's a floating.
Canjonero.
It's a floating Jeep Durango. Yeah, you want to take the Forward Horizon there? Can.
Cool.
I mean, keep in mind the
I like that. I like that plan.
Aurora actually doesn't hit the sea.
No, but it's a lot closer with ship than it is
It's
to
a fuck
fucking
ton
paddle.
closer. Correct. I just want to present to you kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
And how you know you're getting close, right? So we see that sort of like wide, vast shot of the forward horizon coming into this massive peninsula. Like some of the first shots of Jurassic Park. Great, huge mountainous scapes,
Yeah.
jungles leading up to
I
it.
think those were Ford Horizons as well, actually, now that
Yeah,
you think
they
of it.
Yep. Big, huge jeeps with red roll cages. Someone on a kazoo going. "Burr, burr, 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 burr." No, but there and
That's a lot of food.
funnily enough, I was gonna say there's a giant wall, encasing full of electricity. No, but it is a massive wall. There's a massive wall that bisects the lower part of the peninsula to the upper part of the peninsula here. It looks thousands and thousands of years old, made of solid stone. Maybe there used to be edges and color to it, but now it's just that nice, soft sandy color. That sandy bronze.
Great patina.
Yeah.
Is it like is it like an actual storm, like a seawall? Like what is it?
No. It's not a seawall that's blocking the shore. It's bisecting the peninsula, so you're going parallel to it. It like is cutting off the bottom part of the peninsula here. So, like, for example,
Oh,
like
you can
Far
actually
Shore,
see it on the map.
yeah.
Is it? It's here.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. It's cutting it off. I mean, you can't see where the gate is, right, to get through it and stuff, but there is like a huge defensive wall built. It looks it doesn't look anachronistic, but it's absolutely ancient. It's easily the largest man-made structure that you can see in the area. Across the bay, you can see the fangs of Zotzala, the large dual twin peaks of volcanoes. They seem that the past few, like, as you guys went to Griff's Isle, maybe I should have pointed it out, but the fangs seem to be getting worse. Like there's an eruption building. Like no longer think of Hawaii and some of the parts of Hawaii where it's pretty common to keep a rolling active volcano. It's not like they're exploding all the time. This one's they're both putting up a fair amount of ash and smoke, but it's certainly getting worse. More rumbles are happening. The duration between them and stuff. It's a little bit concerning. Anyways, the Forward Horizon is going to have to dock kind of like in a little inlet there. And you're all going to have to use that little schooner that you have that was trailing around to kind of get to the actual shore properly. Do you want the Desolate Pearl? Do you want Desolate Pearl to wait for you? She says, "Be happy to wait for you, but time is of the essence, and perhaps I could be doing something else."
I mean, we could send them on to Far Shore, but they might get attacked as soon as they get.
I'd send them something. Probably something you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, the bull sharks are there and theoretically
know.
trusted,
Yeah.
and they know the pearl.
Right.
And maybe we have something we can like send with them, a token or something that shows that that they're trusted by us.
Or yeah, who's got a token? Anyone? Anyone got a token? No? No one?
No, you probably have to like write as like a writ or something.
Yeah. Hereby, these
Yeah.
people have been.
By Presco, Captain Presco of the Black Storm, blah blah blah. These people are good.
Yeah.
Right. It's like a letter. It's like what old people used to do when they traveled around, like as a mercenary, not mercenaries, but just as like traveling. If you're a clockwork repairman, it's not like you're staying in the same goddamn town repairing the same goddamn clocks. You go town to town, being like, hey, here's my writ, here's my. It's not like a resume. It's just letters of introduction. It's that kind of stuff, right? And so that's what you do. You send them there. And they probably have been there before, but it doesn't hurt to say, hey, this person's, Desolate Pearl's my girl. Treat her with respect. That's kind of what you're
We're gonna
saying.
be right back in a
they're
few
good.
minutes.
No problem.
I hear someone calling.
So anyways, getting into Tan Aurora, don't worry about anything involving like encounter checks or anything like that. It's technically while you're on the way there, there's some wandering zombies that you quickly dispatch. It's not a big deal. The jungles are just verdant and just full of wild creatures and undead. You go past footprints of dire tigers. Above you, a trio of pterodactyls, fly overhead. Or like one of them gets like brushes through a tree as you're walking by, and like you see the tree just like spring up, like it was totally being held down by this giant monster. Just flies away, just like a crow. Until you finally get to the actual fort of Tanarora. The guards outside look at you sort of incredulously, but the gates are open, and you can hear the sounds and drums of some sort of festival or some sorts of some sort of event happening inside.
Okay. What is the garb of the guards? Out of curiosity, what are they wearing?
They're wearing sort of. It reminds you all a little bit like what Tritons wore. So it's like almost vaguely Roman, like vaguely. I mean, it's sort of like neo-ancient armor looking, if that makes sense. Like, it's kind of Hellenistic, but also like, just like I'm gonna look up what an Aztec warrior like, but it's got a little bit of those sort of details.
Right. Okay. So I will then
Yeah.
change my outfit to match them after we pass the guards. So
Right.
kind
Yeah,
of look
it's
like. Well, I mean, as much
lot
as
of
a
mantles.
fucking macaw can look like a part of their tribe, I
Sure.
guess.
You can see the guards. The guards have all the guards definitely have plumed helmets. But not with like horsehair like you would normally expect, but like actual like bird stuff. A lot of
Oh yeah, no, I got
adorns,
that already. So.
a lot of adorations of bits of bone and silver, sort of like draped down. Again, like a lot of like mantles, like not like capes or cloaks, but sort of just like that thing that covers half your shoulder and like sort of like your chest. And then there's like a breastplate underneath that. It's sort of like the style, and usually those mantles are like intricately woven. Usually maybe like a family color or a clan color. All of them, all four guards have the same color here, so you might think maybe it's like, oh, there's like maybe that's what it's almost like a town watch, like uniform, right? Like there's a certain uniformity.
Yeah. I won't wear that color though. I'll wear my own color. I'll wear bright green instead of whatever color they're wearing.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense to me.
I'm my own tribe.
Yeah. Right. Oh, it's the entire village is sort of not. I mean, as far as you can see, the entire village is kind of here. Most of them are not paying a lot of attention to you all, and they're more about this sort of ritual that's unfolding in front of, sort of in the middle of town. So the middle of town here, this place is basically a large circle, crisscrossed into quarters, right? And the center quarter is in sort of the middle of this giant, the hub, if it so to speak, if the roads are spokes, is a large temple, sort of like the ziggurat, sort of Mesoamerican raised temple, pyramid-y with the sort of flatter top. And sort of in front of this temple is this ongoing ritual. You can see there's a lot of braziers burning, just a light. A lot of like pyrotechnics are happening right now, and you can hear them trying to quiet the mount. Like, and while you don't know Ulman, you can kind of get the gist that there's two braziers or whatever, not bras, braziers. and they kind of like look like they're supposed to kind of represent, like, no religion check necessary, like the fangs of Zotsuala, and it looks like they're trying to either like appease them or calm them or agitate them, but like they're doing something with the mountains, right?
Okay, so
I've
this is related
checks
to the
checks to know more, but that's the sort of context that you get. You know, you're all not idiots. You see what's going on, like, oh, two things of fire. Turn around, behind you, you can see across the bay. You can see the large, the volcanoes that are active. So they're doing something here, and fire and stuff like that. It just looks kind of right. Furthermore, it looks like around them are several caged bats.
Okay, it's interesting. Is there any check that I could make about stories about volcanoes being pacified by sacrificial means or anything like that? If you throw a couple of virgins in there, does the volcano be all like, yeah, that's cool, thanks, and then stop being a volcano for a bit?
Go back to being
things
a
like
mountain.
that.
That's
Sorry.
a great question.
Emergency fuse.
Oh, no worries. No worries at all, LZT. I was just describing the ritual of what's going on here. Clearly, this town is like a circular-ish shaped town. Like, imagine like the shape of a wheel, right, or a circle. The road, it bisects it like 90 degrees on each side. In the center, sort of at the spoke, is a large temple. And around this temple, there's two giant bits of fire burning, representing the two mountains behind this place across the bay. And they look like they're either trying to agitate the mountains or pacify the mountains. They're doing something with these volcanoes, right? They're doing something with them, and around and behind the priests or priestess are several cages full of bats.
Bats?
But yeah, bats. So Henley, I would normally let you do that, but you have already rolled a couple weeks ago about the knowledge, or 2 weeks ago, the knowledge of that statue and the stories about it, and you failed it horribly. So I don't think you have enough information to go about stories of like the almonds and volcanoes and what to do. But you've certainly
I
heard
was just
stories
talking
of
about
people.
volcanoes in general, like
Yeah.
like what I'd like.
Oh yeah. Well,
I mean, maybe I don't
gods.
need to roll for this, but like
volcanoes are obvious symbols for gods' benefits to you, like they're sort of like your relationship status. When volcanoes are active, they're usually angry. Right?
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm pretty sure I failed the statue knowledge as well, because I think I did a religion check and I
right. But you can learn. You could spend a little bit more time looking at it as a priest. I think you're able to determine a little bit more of the context of the ritual. Like you could probably figure out whether they're trying to appease it or agitate it.
Okay.
Right.
Actually, the statue, Eric Vulgaris.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, is it wearing like a something?
No,
is
it's
it a naked
man.
statue?
It's a naked man bat.
Damn it. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. There's like a pretty good rhythm going on here too, right? It's like boom, 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 boom. Like as they're like chanting to this. And yeah, they're calling out to Zotsuala.
I just want to make sure they don't give cheese to a lactose intolerant volcano god, because we all know it.
Right.
Hot lava.
Yep.
Okay, well, I would like to go find someone and see if I can get them to
you know what? Let me
lead me to achieve this.
I mean, you don't have to find someone to do that. The chiefess is clearly helping lead this ritual, right? Remember that is that's Jakal.
Yeah.
That's the name you got. And she's leading this ritual.
Oh, that's okay. Yes,
she's
got it written right here.
She's wearing shimmering dragon scales, as well as just these very opulent feathers. In fact, it looks like she has wings of red and white, like almost like angelic wings, flow off of this back of these scales. is all part of her outfit. But they seem to be animated, right? They're not just like decorative. They're like an animated set of wings. She's wearing a lot of gold, a lot of silver. If you detect magic on her, you'll go blind.
Okay.
She's dressed in high ceremonial wear, like as official. It's almost like it's a cross between like ceremonial wear and maybe like battle wear. She's dressed and she's intimidating, and she's helping lead this ritual, right?
So she's currently occupied, is what you're saying?
Yeah, she's currently occupied. LZT, did Presco want to do a check here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I do some kind of a deduction and see what?
Yeah, sure.
What they're
Quick
insight
wisdom,
or
religion, or insight. I'm fine with either.
I'll do an insight check.
Sure. 14.
That's 14.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get the. So what you can tell right now is that they are, they're not agitating the mountain. They're just trying to get the mountain's attention. Listen. To them.
Oh. So they're basically going, "Hey, look at this."
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to get the mountain's attention. They're trying to appease. Clearly, the words that they kind of like a coda, like in the chant, it returns back to is Zotswala. Zotswala. Like it's not the only thing they're saying, but like things happen, things change, and then the sort of chorus is Zotswala, Zotswala.
And the rest is boom shakalaka laka boom.
No, I mean like it's actually like it's a song, or like an epic.
Oh, okay.
Actually, the best way to think of it would be like an epic story. So it's not. It doesn't actually follow the same pattern, but there's sort of the chanting. Like they don't always return to the chorus after 16 lines or bars or whatever, right? Like it's this long thing, but everyone knows it apparently, and like knows when to return back to Zotswala. Right. And then there's like a quiet, like as you're all witnessing this, I'm just doing a lot of description passive stuff for you all. Just give me a moment. Then like there's a loud like kind of almost like a like a loud like haka kind of sounding chant, right? That's the most bad. I say haka because that's the most badass thing I can think of a uniform huh that I've ever heard in my life. So like I'm just using that right now. But like it's this very loud, like intimidating uniform like yell, like a combat war cry. I'll leave it to Boschko if they like it or not. But then like the drums stop that normal rhythm, and they sort of rest for a moment, and then there's sort of like this like fast paced, like almost like a snare drum kind of rhythm of what's going to happen, right? And then you see because the two braziers burn bright. They turn from burning red to burning black. Clearly, Zotswala is listening right now.
Oh, cool.
And so then the chieftain calls out to the black smoke. How'd you add yourself again? Did you add yourself to the map?
Oh, sorry. I'm fixing my mouse and I've been clicking stuff, so.
Oh, no worries.
My bad. Maybe.
Because yeah, you should already be on the map. Okay.
Huge Aarakocra.
A giant Aarakocra shows up. Looks like Binnell.
Sweet.
Nobody speaks, right?
No.
Pretty sure. Okay. Yep. Nobody speaks Ulman, but there's a phrase that sort of comes from the fire, right? The black fire. In brackets, in the subtitles from everybody watching the show, it says, "Zotswala hears your sniveling prayers. You would appease the great bat." And there's like a loud fire, like shock, and the chieftain's like, "Yes, the 7 tribes are here for you, Zotswala. What angers you so dearly? What offense have we given?" And they say, thieves, all of you. As like it, behind them, rather than just this black fire, the fangs like erupt, and you see sort of like bits of the fire and like like Mount Doomy, like bits of rock and stuff fly out, to echo and just land home the words. You say, "Return what was taken," and Boschko. You feel like the fire is looking at you.
Awkward.
In fact, what's awkward is the reason why I say this out loud rather than like just saying, yeah, and it's in Ullman. You understand Ullman. At least you understood this conversation.
Double awkward.
Yeah.
I think Boschko kind of sheepishly pulls the statue out of his bag and is like, I think they're looking for this.
So you're like,
Fire
you don't just pull it out and say like they're looking for this. You're like, I think they're looking for this. You know?
Yeah,
is that what
like,
yeah. Just
yeah,
it's kind of like the
like,
whisper thing, like the hush thing. It's not like you're just openly declaring this.
I'm
'Cause
not
that
like,
would be,
yo, fire,
yeah.
I got it, I gotcha.
Right, because they're
Yeah.
clearly saying that something was stolen from them, and this is a bad deal, and that's why the volcanoes are angry. And you just happening to have this thing, the thing that was stolen, may not be the best look, the best first impression.
Returning this, and I think
Oh.
now is our chance.
Do I see Boschko like showing this is what they're looking?
I'll leave it to Boschko. I'm sure there's no like stealth check needed right now.
I mean, probably. I mean,
This is fine.
I'm saying this to our party, so
Yeah.
unless you're like
So,
removed.
okay, so I whisper to Boschko like, why don't we just say we're here to bring it back? Someone in Farshore stole it, and we didn't think it was right, so we're here to bring it back. Yay! Everybody's happy.
Well, we want them to help Farshore, so telling them that it was stolen by Farshore is not the best.
No. Yeah. Okay. Well, we found it, and whoever stole it has been brought to justice. Or whatever.
I kind of like
Right.
shove it towards Presco, and I'm like, you do it. I'm not very good with words.
Well, this is
Fresco goes,
Presco.
oh, fuck.
All you need to do is tell them that the pirates took it and we recovered it, and that there's another town under threat from the pirates. Okay, go.
While that conversation is happening, the skies darken, and in sort of like that Ghostbuster voice, right, of Gozer, it goes, "Fools!" And like there's a loud like burst of air like from the fire, right? It just like pulses out that like staggers people back. The bat cages fly open and the bats begin to scatter. But then like the swarm kind of comes back, and the whole swarms, like imagine hundreds of bats, just go right into the fires. They just go right into it and immolate.
Okay.
Whoa.
I take the bag from from Boschko.
Uh-huh.
Just
Are
the
you
head
sure you want to
priest-
do
is
this?
it-
Seems really scary.
Yeah, is it a head priestess? Does she look busy?
Gee.
that was a good time for it.
This bat, yeah. She looks nervous.
Okay, but she's not like in a conversation or anything, right?
No, she's not in a conversation. She's a little bit awestruck as this is happening. Because she wanted to say like, "Hey, look, I'm sorry, and we want to help you," and they're just the god is just being super angry right now. And so she's ready. And you saw when the bats go into the fire, she like draws her silver sword. She knows this is bad, and she tells everybody to get water, like to get the water pails.
I walk up to like a respectful distance and see if she can like notice me.
Your
You
eyes,
know when you kind of do that.
your eyes catch her eyes for a
Hey.
second, of
Yeah.
course, because you're a stranger in the middle of
Yes.
this shit.
I bow and I try to like wave her over.
I mean, there's no wavering over in the middle of this ritual. If you want to talk to her, you're gonna have to shout over everything, right?
Okay, well she's very very busy.
Yeah.
Do we know how long this is gonna go for?
Yeah, probably not that long. As you're reckoning, as you're wondering that, large black fiery bats shoot out from the braziers where the small bats went in. There's 7. They look like they're just dripping black fire. Just these large, maybe the size of like an imp or so. These
Okay.
just black flamey bat elemental, just pure fire wisp things fly out here. And
I see.
a couple and silvery stones get thrown and hurled at them. One of them just immediately just explodes and sizzles and burns. Another one gets split in half by the Chief Justice's sword. But more and more keep coming out, right? So there's a fight going on right now
Okay.
by fire bats.
Sounds like a good time. Let's get in there.
Do you help? Do you stay at the sideline? Do you say this is not your problem? What do you
I
do?
mean, it is our well,
Fix them.
if you're not gonna return that, we need to fight. And Boschko's gonna jump in there because he don't get no fucks.
Okay, I'm gonna run towards the priestess with the bag.
Okay.
Not in a threatening manner. I just need to be over there very quick.
Okay.
And before I go, I look at Boschko and I'm like, I'm leaving this to you.
Yeah,
It's-
Boschko
yeah.
plus giant bat or giant hammer is gonna go after the giant bats,
Yeah.
and I think I'm faster than you.
Well, there's a question here that needs to be. You're in difficult terrain with the crowds. You have to
Okay.
fight against the crowds are going away from you, right? They're getting away from the fire bats, and you want to get towards them. So it's kind of difficult terrain as you just have to bump and knock your way through.
Can I clear a path?
Yeah, it's not difficult terrain if you can make an athletics check, the strength one.
Like can I clear a path for Presco?
I mean, I can also just
Yeah, totally.
sort of fly it over there if you guys want.
Yeah, no, you can make a
It's gonna
path.
be a big deal.
Just
Yeah.
tell me
Okay.
that you just like move people to the side. Just like
I
throw
mean,
'em.
I have
or-
my warhammer out, and I am like
Just-
eyes on those bats.
Yeah.
And I give no fucks for who's in my way.
Yeah.
And
No, yeah.
if people
There's a
don't
freight
move,
train. Yeah.
like I'm looking for like intimidation check here maybe, but
Yeah.
like if people don't move, I am batting pedestrians aside with my warhammer, and like
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. And then Presco just gets right in your wake and just like rides right behind you.
Exactly.
sure.
yeah,
I'm slipstreaming behind the
I
ambulance.
love that. That'd be
that's
perfect.
that's exactly.
You don't have to
exactly what-
roll Presco. Yeah, Kelsa, just roll.
Yeah. all
How
right.
far away is the priestess? Is it like a couple
Um,
hundred feet?
It's
or
a
is it
dash
like
action.
40 feet?
It's 2 move actions to get there.
Oh, okay.
So do you want an athletics to push people aside, or an intimidation to have them move in front of me?
Both of them sound good. Whichever one you want to do.
I'm way better at athletics.
Let's do athletics then.
I just push people aside. Just
Yeah,
get,
right.
go.
Holy shit! Yes, you do.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a 26. Yeah, you know what? You have to shove one person one time, and the rest get the picture. And just the wake just begins to.
It's
form.
also a child, you just
Zero fucks.
unnecessary violence, It's your
It's
main
not.
interest.
It's not
not
so much that
delighting
she
in it
pushes
yet.
the
I'm not
child out of the
delighting in
way.
it
The
yet.
child goes flying.
So like paralleling
Building explodes.
paralleling the erupting volcanoes, these black bats just kind of like hurl out and streak across the sky, coming down. Yeah. What do we do? So you rush to them.
Get over to the
Uh,
priestess.
We don't have to do initiative
in
or
that
anything like that.
direction.
We can do this out of turn order. None of these things will kill you. Just I want to see what you all do to stop them, right?
Won't they?
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah. So while Presco approaches the priestess, I approach the large bat with my hammer, and I smash it.
Okay.
The closest one.
So what happens here is that you have to ready a strike against them because they don't attack like they stand their ground.
Because they're flying.
Yeah, they're flying around. They flying around. They try to
Sure.
like nip at you and catch you on fire and lick you with their flames, and then hurl around. You see like a couple.
if they
Yeah,
tried to fight me, you know?
yeah,
like,
exactly. They do. They fight like you.
Yeah. I mean, I could throw javelins, but no, I'll just ready my warhammer, and when they get
Yeah.
close, smash.
Actually, they fly just as fast as you, Pinot.
50 foot.
They
yeah.
and not just that, but they fly as adroitly like you too. Like you can do like barrel rolls and like, you're kind
Yeah.
of like a trick pilot kind of thing. Like you can like kind of tumble in the air and use that to your advantage to skirt around. And so can these things. They almost look like spells. Like when like in Harry Potter and shit, when like things like arc and turn like a firecracker. Like that's what these things would do.
Right.
So anyways, yeah. So you made a path.
What's your flying handle, Dave? Is it Maverick?
No, it's Sky Chicken.
Sky Chicken. Nice.
Kelsa, yeah. So you make room and a bat comes by to you. Go ahead and make an attack roll against it.
Oh yeah. Let's smash this. How's that look?
That looks great.
How about 9 damage?
9 damage. 9 damage is good.
Do I get 2 attacks or
yeah.
only 1?
No, when you reacted to the attack action, so you hit them all.
Yep. Sweet. Then second attack is also Warhammer, also smashing for 12 damage this time.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect. You hit it, and you just cleave right through this bat, and it just tumbles to the ground.
It's very impressive for a blunt weapon.
Just turning into smoke, right? It just like hisses and burns. Can you make a dexterity save for me, please?
Maybe. I'm not that great at dexterity.
Should I make one too, since I'm right next to her?
Yeah.
I sure can. I can. That's
advantage,
a dex save.
LZT. You have advantage because Bajka's in your way. 15. Okay, you're okay. Because like they explode.
Because that other one was not good.
They kind of they explode when they're hit like with like bits of smoldering fire and stuff, right? They're made out of fire. So they hit it, they fly around. It's like poking a log, right? Like you hit a burning log.
Oh yeah.
Right. So just a bunch of stuff, and you can see like little bits of scrap and stuff around, kind of catches fire from all the charred bits as they fall down. But no, this one that you hit isn't dead, Bajko, but it like hit the ground and is like crawling. Who wants to go next?
Yeah, I'll smash it again next time.
Fuck yeah.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my great sword, and I want to run in like the path that Bajko cleared, and I want to step. I want to step on the one that Bajko like knocked to the ground, and use it as leverage to like jump up high and try and hit one of them while it's in the air.
Oh, nice.
We're
Yeah.
the baddies for sure.
Intercept one as it's flying around. No, it looks like no, other people are fighting these things too.
Okay. I thought you said you're going to step on the child that was pushed down to the ground
For
and
leverage.
use that as leverage to jump up. That's what I thought you said. I'm like,
No, the bat
okay,
that got hit to the ground.
The bat, not the kid. Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Are these bats lighting shit on fire?
Attack roll. Yeah, these bats are lighting shit on.
15.
That's the big danger here. That hits.
Oh, it was 14. I don't have them. But then 12 damage.
Oh yeah. 14 and 12 damage is fine. Okay. Can you make a 12 is not enough to hit the other one. Or hit the same one. Okay. So
Dex.
Dex saving throw. Yep. It goes right through. Is that right? 6 + 2?
My aura of protection.
Oh yeah, cool. So an 8. An 8 is not enough. Okay, so you'll take 3 points of fire damage.
Oof.
And you're currently on fire. It's not necessarily, you're not like you're not on fire per se. It's that you have like ash and stuff in you, like in your armor and stuff that's burning.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right, like hot sand and stuff is just sizzling on you. So in order to take that off, at the start of each turn, you're gonna roll a Constitution save. Okay.
Okay. And then as my last bit, I'm going to Misty Step to be right behind the priestess.
Right behind who?
The priestess?
Oh, the priestess. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So you're all kind of fighting at the base of this temple here.
Cool.
Yeah, as they swirl around.
Can I cast a spell while running towards the priestess? Or moving towards that way?
Not yet. I'm gonna let Pinel. You can after Pinel goes, and then after the monsters go, because you kind of had to spend the time to move in the way. Like you just got there, like your double move actions were there, right? And I want everyone to have a round before you go again, if that's cool with you.
No worries.
Okay. So, Henley, what does Pinel do?
Okay.
You're
Well,
not losing the fight, right? You're not losing the fight here. It's just like there's a lot of them.
Mhm. Well, I'm dressed as a wall guard right now.
Mhm.
I'm going to help the civilians.
Sure. So you're gonna attack some of them that are attacking civilians and stuff.
Basically, also help people get to shelters and stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
So there's one. There's one that comes down that's totally gonna go hit some people. You want to impose yourself and knock it down?
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I like the idea of it's like a
Basically,
dogfight.
just just get in the way and basically be a nuisance to these things that want to hurt people
Right.
for whatever reason.
Like an anime. Like the thing's flying down at one of them, and you like catch up to it and like fighting it there.
Yeah. It's literally like, what's that? It's. I was about to say, what's that anime where they fly around and stuff? But that's probably is all anime. So.
Are you thinking of Attack on Titan?
Well, these things are flying around as well, but yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'm kind of reading Brendan Sanderson at the moment, so it's almost like it's almost like Windrunners, almost.
Yes. Perfect. I love Windrunners.
Is that in Mistborn?
No, that's in Stormlight Archive.
Yeah.
Dope.
Stormlight Archive is amazing.
So you're twisting through midair, trying to attack these fire bats.
Basically, yeah.
I'm surprised no one made a StarCraft reference.
Oh, StarCraft is dead, boy.
Oh. Not to me, son. Cool. So you make a.
Are you trying to get invited to my next barbecue?
What?
There you go.
That's what they say in StarCraft 1.
Yeah, it's one of the lines of the fire bat.
Fired up.
Okay.
Fired up.
Henley, make your attack roll, dude.
Sorry, I was too busy pulling apart a mouse. Where did my sheet go?
You're cleaning the ball inside the mouth.
Yes, I have a ball mouse.
Welcome to the 90s, kids.
God, those things sucked. Super
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
Okay. All right. +1 rapier. Oof.
Oh,
Fun.
God. Okay. Nope, that's a natural one. Do you have another attack?
Yeah. This is offhand scimitar.
Right. There you go.
18.
You got it with that one.
For why did that roll twice? Okay. That is 29 damage. 28 damage. 27 damage.
Cool. All you have to do is make a dexterity save as you killed this one. Yeah,
Dex
you
save?
you one hit those
Interesting.
things.
You're flying into a burning bat.
Exactly. You basically
Ah.
just yeah, exactly. 12.
12.
12's enough.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So you go through the other side. You're a little bit covered in soot, but you're fine as that thing just explodes into nothing.
Sounds like I did a service.
Good stuff. Okay. Right. So then back to you, Presco. What do you do?
I would like to look around. Are there any big pools of water? Like,
No.
is there a well?
Yeah, there is a well. But
Okay.
you already see there's people like there's like a well, like buckets of water people are carrying around and like throwing off
Bucket brigade.
yeah, there's bucket
Hmm.
brigades and things like that already happening, right?
Cool.
yes.
Control water.
Sure.
The water in the well is coming up a lot faster now.
Okay. Yep. That's a mainstay of you.
Yes.
Sure. Right. So it's just kind of
So-
like flooding the town a little bit. Is that the goal?
I'm trying to put out the fires there are, but also to like maybe water fists and punch the bats.
Sure. Yeah. So you're flooding out all this water. I think one of the few priests around will use some of that water too to do things similarly with, like, you're all sort of like water bending this
Cool.
water that you conjured,
Yes.
right? So it's
Very
not just
so.
you using this water to fight. It's just like you're just creating this big large fount of water, and
Yeah.
so yeah. So can you do that the same round as you cast it? Can you make an attack with it the same roll and cast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Make it so.
Okay.
Make
I
it
don't
so.
know.
Like,
I
like
don't
another
know
one.
if there is a way to attack with this thing.
Like,
I mean, I don't really want to do damage with it. I just want the bats to not burn. So
Well, just do a
I mean,
ranged
it would
attack
kill
roll,
them. It
man.
would kill the bats. You're good.
yeah, 2d8 bludgeoning damage is what it does.
Okay, you have to make a reflex save then, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they have a pretty damn good reflex. Well, let's see.
14 is spell save.
An 18.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's
So,
say you're
I
able to hit
guess-
3 of them. Yeah, they all make it.
No. Well, oh wait, 20. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll say. So
they're
they
all very
all
good at it.
dodge out of the way. Okay, but
they're
do
fast.
I manage to put out any fires?
With your misses, yeah, I'm sure that looks cool. Like, you try to like use the water to punch a couple, and instead the fire bats just like fly around and circle your like watery fists.
Yeah.
It's like a, imagine the analog would be like you trying to swat a fly, right? Like it just gets right under you and just moves a little bit faster. They delight in this. But as you miss, some of the water splashes onto houses, stopping the fires.
Yeah. Also, I am now thoroughly drenched myself because I'm using magic. My eyes have turned completely pitch black.
One of the
sorry.
Sorry, no, this is good. I was just gonna keep it going as you turn black and you're channeling this. Another channeling effect happens as one of the priests here casts gusts of wind into your water and creates kind of like a water cyclone. They're like spinning it up and like throw it at some of the bats.
Yeah.
And
that's perfect because the 2d8 attack is from Vortex, which is a form for control water. So that's
exactly. Cool. So
okay.
Yeah, but the bats are too quick.
And while I'm whipping around and casting magic, anyone can standing like remotely close to me, which is an oxymoron, but anywhere close to me is just Xerakis and just throwing around water.
Love it.
I'm sure it's fine.
And it's those of you who know me are now pretty sure that's not Presco's voice.
Shakal slices 2 in half. But then it's the bats' turns, and each of you is going to get hit by try to get attacked by a bat, starting with you, Presco. Eighteen hits you. An 18 will hit you
Yes.
for 2 points of damage, and then 3 points of fire damage.
Do I still burn even if I am wet?
Can you make a dexterity saving throw with advantage?
I can certainly try. 15.
Yes, you are fine.
How much damage did I take?
5 total. 2 points of piercing, 3 points of fire.
That's fine. So do I actually take the fire damage as well? Then I just not lit on.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, that's fine because yeah. Cool.
One misses Korik. Pinel, you get attacked, also gets missed, and Boschko also misses. Cool.
That's
You're able to parry them away.
don't even care.
Oh,
Right.
I'm gonna repost.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you can
Post.
do
Hell yeah.
I'd love the idea of a fire bat striking Presco with fire. It just going like it hurts, but it goes out.
Sadly, a 10 is not enough.
Riposte.
Nice try though.
Okay.
There's 3 more bats. What do you do?
Smash them.
All right,
That's a good idea.
Smash them like you smash the follow button to the Greyhawk channel.
Yeah.
Smash.
How about 18?
Hits. Love it.
And how about
Hits.
15?
25 is
just
enough to
take-
kill it.
Just take a bunch.
Yeah. You're able to kill them before they regenerate. Okay, 2 left.
I'll attack one, I guess.
Okay. 12 is not enough.
Oh. Cool. And offhand.
Gotta get at least a 14. There you go.
Speaking of double, I think that was exactly 14. So
Nice.
that is have them at 17.
17. Okay. It's still alive. Can you make a dexterity saving throw as it bursts into flames?
It's still alive, but it bursts into flame.
No, every time it hits or it gets hit, it creates a burn effect
Uh,
because it's made out of pure fire.
9.
Okay, you take 3 points of fire damage, and the start of your next turn, make a Constitution saving throw to see if it continues. But you're
Okay.
as hot cinders get into under your armor.
Hot blooded. Checking the scene.
Jeez. Yes. Okay.
Got fever of 103.
Who wants to go next?
I will.
Okay.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
Great
Back at the one that
sword.
attacked you. 11's not enough.
Another one.
Roll
23.
There you go. That's
That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
With a 16.
Phew, max damage.
And then I'm going to do a divine smite with that as well.
Yeah.
So
20, 24?
divine smite.
Yeah, so 16 plus 8 is 24. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. That's enough to kill it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so Pinel stabs it, and then it flies right into your great sword and just bursts. Can you make a reflex save?
Okay.
10. Not enough. You already you don't make a reflex save. You're already on fire.
Oh yeah, I was.
So take 3 points of fire damage,
Yeah.
and then make a Constitution saving throw to see if you're still burning. Okay, you're no longer burning.
Sweet. When he I imagine that he like drives his sword forward to like meet it, and like stabs it through, and when it stabs through, it explodes not just in fire, but with like a golden like shattering kind of thing with the divine
Cool.
smite.
And like turns into like a glitter
Yeah,
from the fire.
and like a holographic glitter.
Yeah. I see that. That's awesome.
I love it. It
Just
Just sunders it.
sparkles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's so cool. Yeah, like a sparkler.
You know, Cork is rough and tumble, but he likes sparkle.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. There's one left.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I get my shield out and say the command word,
Barsabi.
and then I would like to swing my big mallet at
Yeah.
the thing.
Your Tower of Shield animates.
Cool. I will use my stone water and attack.
Yeah.
16.
Yes.
And I smack it. With, let's see, I never use melee. 11
Yeah.
damage.
11. So it actually dies as you do double damage to it with stone water.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean it's literally a water hammer.
Exactly. Or ice actually.
Yes.
And you see, it seems cold damage does double damage, right? And so I'm just counting that as cold. It seems like it's divine.
Yes.
It
I mean
makes
this
sense for that.
it's an ice block on a stick.
Right. In fact, you have the option. We haven't discussed this before, but you have the option of doing either cold or bludgeoning.
Cool.
Okay,
I
makes sense.
will do cold.
Right? It doesn't do extra damage. You just have the choice between that being a giant block
Yeah.
of ice on.
Yeah,
It's a
damage
warhammer.
types, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a very dark blue, almost green ice
Yeah,
block on a stick.
like from like the core of like Antarctica, kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like the submerged parts of a glacier or an
Yes.
iceberg. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
very dense and very dark.
Yeah, it's awesome. Love it.
Looks like stone, but it's very, very, very cold.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. Yep, and just explodes into a shatter bits of ice and steam. And then there's no more as the rest of the combat and stuff trails off, as the remaining ones that are like limping around regenerating get stabbed down. You have a moment to finally talk to the chieftain. But we'll do that when we come back from break. Right? Don't go anywhere. See you on the other side. Welcome back, everybody. We're still over in Tenorora, and we just dealt with some fire bats. Not the StarCraft Brood War unit, but some literal fire bats. And about ready to talk to the chieftain. So, cut scene to her like being on the near the altar, like killing the last bat. Looks to you all, and she says, "Thanks, strangers." She kind of looks at you all, seeing like kind of what you want. You are.
I kind of like push Presco forward.
This is our spokesperson.
Look, we hired you to be captain for a reason.
Yeah.
None of us can talk.
Exactly.
She's not speaking Omen.
No, I don't think. I think Dempsey meant none of them can talk like convincingly for themselves. Okay.
We're not diplomatic in the least.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
shut
say, Priestess, we have heard of your, shall we say, divine problems, and we have recaptured an artifact from pirates, and it seems to be an artifact from your region. And we were just bringing it back when we've stumbled on your ceremony here, and I pick out the statue.
Can you make a deception check for me? Because
it's not deception. It's true.
That's not the full story.
No, the
Okay,
the
that's
difference is we didn't get it from
omission.
pirates.
You're right. It's a lie of omission. That's fine. And then consider it that she says, "I know that's not the whole story."
We're just assuming they were
Yeah.
pirates since no one is owning up
Right.
to having done it.
Okay, so you want a deception check?
No, you don't have to. She just knows that you're not telling the whole story. She knows
I
that you're
mean,
not
if-
lying, but she knows that that's not
I would
exactly
like
the whole story.
I would like her to believe me.
Okay. Then let's do this as actually a persuade check, maybe, not necessarily deception. I'll leave it
I
up to
would
you what
love
it is
to
actually.
do a deception.
Yeah. Okay, do deception instead.
I'm
This
gonna
is
use
just a
my
versus test.
inspiration.
Yeah. Okay.
That is a +5.
Yeah.
And I
you
rolled a 2 and a 4.
Fucking okay.
I think
Chaos
I
plateau.
need to just
Amazing.
I think I need to talk to Suzanne just to get the bad mojo off my.
That's me.
Could you could you fix that, Eric? Because
No, I'm cursed with it
something
too.
shit is going on.
I'm also cursed with bad luck. That's
It's
just
my
the story.
Are you
goddamn.
spreading the curse?
dice.
No. Don't spread the curse, Eric. No.
I've already spread it. You should have saw me at Go Play.
God damn it, Eric! Take your stupid shit off my dice.
I am really, 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 really sad that I missed Go Play.
It's okay.
It was.
It's always next year.
There is always next year. Plus, I'm gonna be at Big Bad Con, and so that's pretty cool.
Anyone going to TwitchCon? Just me?
No.
Oh.
Anyways, the Drax or Jalax of the Tenororans.
Wait,
Looks
did
at
she
you.
roll?
Yeah, she already did.
Way better, right?
Everyone everyone watching can see what she rolled. But she scrutinizes you. I know that's not the whole picture.
And then I say, true.
Yeah. But I also
But
know
I
that
am
you're not,
but I am returning the artifact.
but I also know you're not guilty.
And we did. Yes, I am returning the artifact, and we did not steal it, and no one we know stole it.
It's like if you want to return the artifact, then you must hike Neptua. And she like points over to the nearest mountain, one of the volcanoes.
I see. And I say, hike, and then I look at Pinnell. Probably still hovering near.
I'm literally like looking at my fingernails and going, and I look up at you and I'm just like, what?
Okay. How far as the bird fly?
Lodswalla's anger grows for each passing day. It is about a full 2-day walk to the base of the Fang.
Hmm. Is that like
She-
over here?
Yeah. She's talking to you, but she looks at Bajko.
She looks at me.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Like she's talking at you, Fresco. But she's like kind of looking past you, Bajko. Who's probably like cleaning the ash and soot off his warhammer.
Yeah, he's definitely not paying.
Shirtless.
He pushed
Glimmering.
the talks person forward and went back to his own
Yeah,
business.
right.
This doesn't
Yeah.
involve him at all.
He's you can make
There's
a
no way
check.
he notices.
Okay, you make a check, but she's definitely admiring the definition of your muscles.
They're somehow they've got this like light dusting of ash across them that just really
Yeah.
makes it pop out.
I mean, it's like
And-
a sexy coal miner.
Right? No, exactly.
Yeah, you know,
Exactly.
like you, yeah, exactly, right. You kind of have that look. So,
Are you saying that Dave's gonna be our canary in a cage in the coal mine?
yeah,
When he dies,
Look.
it's time to leave.
a sweaty, sexy coal miner. Been working.
Look, all I'm gonna say right now is no one ever wants to fuck the bird. So you know.
He's only 5. You keep reminding us of that.
Just a baby.
Just gonna.
Yeah.
That's
You know-
adulthood. That is.
I'm just gonna put
Adult
that out
Eric
there as a legit reason why it's never been mentioned or considered.
Well, she's gonna warn you. Again, like she's kind of saying this stuff, but not taking really her eyes off Bajko. Says, we don't have any ability to help you near the volcano. It will not be easy.
Nothing worth doing is.
Rage.
Sleeping's pretty worth doing.
The rage of Zotsawala will burn you. Good intentions or not, be prepared.
Am I still dripping wet? I think I'm still dripping wet.
Yeah. She says, this dampness will not protect you from the heat. You're gonna go into like Mount Doom situation. Like hundreds of degrees.
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Fahrenheit. It's not 100 degrees fair. It's not 100 degrees Celsius. It's
Cool.
less than 100 degrees Celsius. Probably 80 C.
Yeah, still pretty damn hot.
Yeah, somewhere between 80 and 90 C. Right, like
Not quite boiling, but not far
no,
off.
but like yeah, you're going into like an active volcano area, right? So what this means, what she's trying to say is that mechanically, something like an endure or protection from elements or resist damage is probably necessary. You know, it's gonna be always over 100. It's gonna be windy as hell, being next to this volcano. It's gonna be hard to breathe. Right? Like all things that you will all be prepared for, but just tells you that. So yes, you can fly there, but you know, be prepared and be prepared for more agents of the Waddle who are unleashed for this anger.
You hear that?
You want
Agents
this
of anger.
anger. You want this. You want the volcanoes to calm down, right?
She looks at you quizzically. Yes.
Yes. So, I'm thinking we take the artifact back to the volcanoes, and you help us with a little problem we.
She gets a little defensive. like it's a quid pro quo thing.
Yeah.
She's like, explain.
Well, we're volunteering to do this thing, and I don't see much benefit in it for us. But, I mean, we didn't steal the artifact to begin with, and favor for favor kind of thing.
Counter proposal, foreigner. I like this deal, but need a token of goodwill. And camera cuts to Bajko. Who is this one? The one who fights like a mighty warrior.
This is definitely the moment when he like looks up and he's got like the rag across his warhammer's like, ooh?
Yeah. You can see from this being close to you, Presco. She is also not human.
How so?
She's also hiding what she is.
Can I tell what it is?
You can see that she also kind of has scales.
Yeah, but lizard-like, not snake-like.
No. Almost like a little bit dragon-like.
Ooh, is she like diluted dragonborn?
Maybe. You don't know, and you're probably it's kind of rude to ask, but you can kind of see that like, at first you thought it was makeup, right, for battle, but like it's kind of almost like freckles a little bit, right, like muted freckles that kind of glimmer a little bit, that have little like triangles right around it. They're like they kind of you know, like when you have a nice like glossy finish, it's that they kind of have that little bit of glossiness to them.
Okay. I say,
But
what
it's
about
attractive.
him?
It's in an attractive way.
Okay. I say, what about him? Nodding to Bajko, but I say it in Draconic.
She
Because
says,
I speak Draconic.
don't use that language. She's like, don't use this language. You speak it.
Did she say it in Draconic?
She does, but she tells you to not do it. And,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, she tells you not to speak Draconic. That sounds poor.
What do you mean it sounds poor?
Yeah, you speak it poorly to her.
I speak great Draconic.
She can't understand. Yeah, well, she can't understand you.
Oh, it's an accent thing.
Yeah,
But okay.
it's like she
It's a-
gets what
it's
you're
a French
saying.
versus French
Yeah,
French
she's-
Canadian thing.
Yeah, like she gets what you're saying. Just like this isn't. No, back to common. You know, that's what,
I
what she
take
says.
I take out my book
No. Yeah.
and I write, he speaks Draconic poorly.
Her
Underline
Draconic.
it.
That's good.
You
yeah.
speak Draconic,
No.
Dave?
Her
Of course.
Her
I'm a
Draconic.
master.
Like when she says that, it's because her Draconic is definitely like an accent that you never heard. Do you speak
Oh, okay.
Celestial?
I do not.
Okay. Well, she speaks
Draconic,
with a Celestial
Abyssal,
accent.
Common, and Snake.
Snake in my
She speaks Draconic with a Celestial accent.
Oh, okay.
No. She wants to know that, and I want to have dinner with this one. Pointing over to Bajko.
You know, we have a second orc too.
Stay. You know, you have the hospitality of our tribe.
I look at Bajko and say, I may be the captain, but you are still master of your own.
What?
She wants to have dinner with you.
I like food.
I
Right?
like draw something on my pad and I just sort of show it to Bajko.
Is it Bajko on a rotisserie?
No, it's a stick figure drawing of what you'd imagine the outcome of this dinner might be. And I point at it, and I'm just like, this is what they mean by dinner.
He squints at it and it's like, I thought we were
You're
done
this
fighting."
one. You're this one. It's a different type of battle.
Battle over hearts.
It's genital jousting.
Frowns.
God. Well, since you put it that way.
He frowns harder.
She's willing to entertain this thought and do this thing, but she wants you all to stay the night, and she wants to treat with Boshko, in particular.
Did you say she wants a treat and it's Bochco?
No, she's not a cannibal.
Is that what you meant to say?
No, she is not a cannibal.
She wants a slice of that key lime pie, if you know what I'm saying.
That is true, but she's tasteful and won't.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit of whipped cream on top, you know, spice things up.
But if you want to have a fine dining, luxurious, relaxing night around the courts and chieftains of Tanarora, this is your chance, Boshko.
This is never something that Boshko would have looked for. However, he will entertain a pleasant dinner, but is not really interested in anything beyond that.
Sure. Okay. We don't have to like role play it per se, but I think it comes up that I think she would want to know like why you're not interested in anything more. If she said, and it's like one of those things where it's like, if I'm not pleasing, everyone here is cool, kind of thing. And
yeah, and I don't know if Boshko has the language for it.
Yeah, right.
But
is it your quest, or is it just like you're not?
He's just not. He's
don't
just
have
not.
those feelings.
No, I feel like his passion is solely for his quest.
Yeah,
He's in
right?
love with
No.
revenge.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I have one lover,
Yeah.
and their name is Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah,
Pretty
right?
pretty
Totally.
much.
Yeah.
Like
no,
he would never be that eloquent, but yes.
I know,
basically.
right? But she gets that. No, it's like I think she would say that, right? No, she's like there's a phrase for our thing is that a warrior may take a lover, and a lover is. We understand that. But then she wants. I mean, we don't have to role play it out, but she would love to know more about you. She would love to know about your vengeance.
I mean, sure, he'll go
Yeah,
on
right.
for a while about the need to
Yeah.
the need to murder Vanthus.
Yeah, right. And then it goes to the rest of the group, right? And what's everyone else doing? You all get to go while Boshko gets to go sleep on like luxurious furs of dire tigers and stuff. You all get to go sleep in some hut, on nice like thatched bedrolls, surrounded by like 30 other stinking dudes. No. So,
All right.
a little,
Or just sleep on the ship.
you can sleep on the ship if you wanted to.
I'd rather be
Yeah,
closer to the water.
A little insulting, but
I'll slum it with the dudes. I am wearing a wool guard outfit anyway, so I'm part of the team, yeah.
they're
Or-
not.
Plummet.
Right. So they're not like evil or gonna like rob you or anything like that. They're all pretty nice people. Boshko, the thing that I think when you pick up from it, based on the words, let's just say like this is kind of the scene that happens. There's a word that they call her, the chieftain sometimes, and you might like ask like why do they call you that, right?
Mhm.
And it's Skyborn, kind of like the word that it
Okay.
comes from. And she
I-
shows she shows you like her scales and skins like that, and it's like the noble lineage of this tribe are descendant of Quaddle.
I was definitely suspecting that based on my knowledge of
Dungeons and
those
Dragons.
creatures.
Yeah, right. So she's technically an Asmar, but
That makes sense.
she's also like a warrior and ranger and all those good paladin kind of good shit.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
She doesn't have any secrets though to share for you for the job, right?
Okay.
She probably would have asked you a little bit about like little bit more about how you came up into, boarding of this statue. She tells you it was, they heard that it might have, was stolen. Yeah. But
I mean, I think really the only thing that he would divulge beyond what we've already said is that there was that weird extraplanar creature after it.
Yeah.
Because that kind of freaked him out. Like,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's not super into weird extraplanar creatures, and so that left a little bit of a mark on him that he was like, this was kind of weird and also not great.
It's too great to be a coincidence. Yet my sight cannot see that play. I sense your need for vengeance, and something else is great. I won't hold you up anymore. He kind of says politely. Take use of whatever I have. This place is your place. And good luck. Good luck tomorrow at the shrine. So yeah.
Cool.
All right. So anyways, cut to the morning.
Oh, actually, I was gonna try and ask one of the people about their ancestors.
Oh yeah, I probably don't actually sleep in the super comfortable bed that she offers. I'm sleeping in that room, but on the floor instead.
You do every rom-com movie. We're stuck together in the same hotel room, but we don't actually like each other thing. Where you make a small bed out of small amount of bedding on the floor.
I mean that, and he's just like that. I picture that bed being too comfortable for Bashko, and him not being able to get comfortable in it,
Oh yeah.
This is nothing like Shadow Shore.
Exactly.
No, it's super luxurious, right? It's really fit for a king or a queen. So.
Yeah, that's not Bashko's speed at all.
Exactly. Right. So it's almost uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's so comfortable it's uncomfortable. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You don't feel like you deserve this. It's not like what you're used to. All those types of feelings. So, okay. You wanted to ask some stories, right, about them?
No, I wanted to know about their ancestors and how it works, because having an undead army would be real neato. And as far as I remember, that's what we used to convince that other lady to join us, was the fact that we had an undead army. So
yeah.
So I'll ask just an average dude about it.
Right. Well, they kind of snort and say they're not really an army. They're our family members, our uncles, grandfathers, great grandparents.
Oh, I get that, but are they not reliving or want to relive their glory days as warriors and such?
No. When they return to us, they are far more placated. They want to be here as advisors and see their children and their descendants grow and grow old. They don't desire conquest or anything so fleeting.
And if they could help defend these lands against those who wish to conquer it for nefarious means?
Yeah, they would. Of course. They look at you and say, of course they would defend it. But they say that in a double-edged way, where they're not sure Farshore isn't that.
Okay, so
I leave it. You don't have to make an insight roll. I leave it up to you whether or not Pinel picks up on that or not, as being a 5-year-old bird. But
no, he just takes it as verbatim,
yeah.
Of course they're going to help. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She asks. The person you're asking, she's gonna ask you a following up question too.
Okay.
We have not met many Aarakocra. Tell me, do your children fight in wars? You come from an egg?
Of course. Yeah, no, absolutely.
So
Our wars are very fleeting though, because of our,
you were
our
raised.
very short lifespans. But,
You were raised to
wars
fight.
fought over. Well, yes
you
and
emerged
no.
from the egg, ready to fight.
To a degree, yes. I mean, we can defend ourselves, but it's mostly that you'll find that we are more adventurous than anything else. And, well,
And we're more
assuming
artists.
that there are people encroaching our lands and assuming that, other bird folk try to take more interesting nest regions, we will defend, for sure.
Well, then I think our two cultures share a lot in common.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. You guys seem to live a lot longer than we do. So, and then when you finish living, you continue to on living. So you have that over me.
Well, there's no wrong way. She doesn't say there's no wrong way. There are many paths to this world. And you're just treading one that's a little bit different than ours, but I see it. I see your path. Are you afraid of the volcano? Changes the subject.
Oh, that's what. No,
no. Or she probably calls it by the real name, right? Which would be like next to Pua.
No.
Someone
There's
else
not
can
a
help
lot
me
that
out.
actually frightens me. I mean, maybe the idea of like not leaving behind a good story. That's probably frightening more than anything. But a mountain that doesn't move and occasionally gets angry and talks real bad, nah. I travel with orcs. They're the worst type of mountains as far as I'm concerned.
She kind of like wasn't listening to what you were saying after you said about the story stuff. And she starts to piece a little bit more about why that's so important. Because you feel like you're so short. Like she kind of starts thinking like, oh, so like that you're so short-lived and that you have to make this huge impact with the time you have. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I mean,
She's-
not all Aarakocra are like that, but
Yeah.
majority would be. Yeah.
And she sees it as family, as the story that you write, not the deep. She probably go far
mean,
as
we
to
have-
say that, right? Like
Yeah,
our
sure.
family, our children, our descendants, that is the story, right?
Sure, but you can literally call upon your ancestors at any time and be like, what actually happened there? None of us can do that. So we have to live through texts and books and songs and stories. And the people that document all that sort of stuff and the people that go out and find those stories, they're the people that make things live on forever, not just the ancestors that come back after they die.
Well, there are some ways we were jealous, we were envious of you.
I mean, you can write stories, right?
We can, but it was too late long ago.
Too late to start writing?
It's kind of like Twilight, and you can see the fires set up among the giant wall out in the horizon. It says, take the wall, for instance. It has been here for as long as anyone can remember. There's not even the oldest ancestors. But no one knows why. Much of our culture was lost 1,000 years ago.
Why don't you just call up an ancestor from 1,000 years ago?
We have.
And they don't
As
remember?
That is as far back as we can go. They speak of a calamity. Of brother turning against brother. Eruptions. island descending into war. Any history before that, we only learn from discovery, putting the pieces together.
Well,
Yeah, you learn a little bit about the culture.
that's me. It's
Yeah.
the culture.
Okay. Anyways, I know Dempsey's like, when are we going? So let's move on. I appreciate y'all letting us have a couple one-on-ones with that kind of stuff.
No, I was just trying to die.
In real life.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right.
How long can you hold the breath for?
Right. So we're gonna cut. There's not necessarily. We're not gonna do like the random encounters and stuff like that to get to the mountain. Just know that as you all are getting closer to the mountain, there is a huge storm coming down. So it's not only is it like raining, it's also like misty ash coming down. It's just like the it's like that lightning in the volcano ash that we've all seen pictures of. It's like that shit going on, right? It's affecting the atmosphere, so it's causing this ashy rain to fall down everywhere and just hit everything on the ground. So it's kind of like there's this huge upswell of steam and stuff just coming off the plants and everything as you get closer and closer to the base of this mountain.
Can I do anything about that with my vast array of weather knowledge? And
I
mean,
you
if it's
can't
like
you can't.
divine, probably
No.
not. But
This is a divine effect. This is
anything
Otsala.
short of a bit, anything short of wish isn't gonna do it.
Maybe something like a control weather or something like that might be able to abate it temporarily, but this is a divine effect for sure, right? You all are like approaching the base of this mountain, and up on the mountain you can see that there used to be, there's been rock slides and things like that, but you've seen little bits of that seems to be like a representation of a path that leads up the mountain, like it sort of does sort of like crisscross up the mountain here. However, most of the trail has again either slid off from the explosions or this rain and rock slides and earthquakes and stuff. So most of it's gone. However, you do see a couple of like those little standing stone kind of parts of the switchbacks going up the mountains, and you can see that there are several like almost like a Swiss cheesy little bits of inroads into the volcano around. Open lava tunnels, right?
Did we get a clear idea of what we need to do with the artifact? Is it just throw it in the lava, or is it return it to somewhere?
Yeah, sorry. I never actually made that clear. Yeah, there's a shrine up here in the volcano that the Ullmen protect, and from that shrine, this thing was taken. So basically, you're putting the idol back in the shrine. The shrine. They would have told you. The shrine has to be there. Zotswala wouldn't let it be destroyed. But this is you all look at this, and I want to be clear that like this looks to be one of the most arduous, dangerous things y'all have done so now. Like you're gonna go into a volcano. I'm not saying y'all haven't done epic ass shit yet. I'm just saying like you're going into a volcano. Right?
I mean, we could have
divine-
done a Discovery Channel
a god
fucking
volcano.
documentary about Kraken
Right.
sex. So
Right, exactly. Like there's, you all have done some pretty cool stuff so far. I'm just saying that like I want you to know that this is like some beforehand when you were fighting the pirates, when you fought the bats today, like yeah, that's stuff that you can handle, which is why I was bringing kind of loose here. But like you're going into a volcano. This stuff is a little bit above your pay grade, and you're doing this, right?
I got a good con save. Let's do this.
I don't expect you all to fail here. I just want you to like have an appreciation of the level of stakes because I've
ready.
been setting the stakes a little bit lower for the time being. I just want you to know that's off. That shit's gone now. Okay?
The training wheels are off.
Yeah, just
Got
be
it.
ready, right? Everyone had a full rest, so all that healing and the fire damage and stuff should be gone. But just know, your spells are up. But like, just know this is gonna be hard, or at least maybe. I don't know. I can't control the dice, but just know that like this, don't expect things to be as easy as they've been.
Oric, are we getting a health boost?
Yes, you are. I'm gonna cast aid on everybody, but me.
Okay. What a hero.
So what's the health boost? Is an extra 5?
It's an extra 5 max HP.
It's awesome. It's like an extra level of HP.
And then Korik says, "Stay close."
And I'm gonna cast guidance on everyone, so they can have that for a little bit.
If you're within 10 feet of me, you have aura protection, so you get that +2 for your all your saving throws.
I will stick close.
That's cool.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think I can cast guidance. Guidance is a concentration spell. I cannot cast it on one person.
Boom.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Bajko.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, Bajko is heading in, sticking close to Korik to get them sweet, sweet buffs.
Is there a 5e equivalent to endure elements?
God,
I'm
there
sure there's
should
eight,
be.
I'm looking around. I'm
mean,
like, what the hell?
Is
It's
there
like a
not
level 1
endure
spell, right?
elements?
I don't know. I just use the compendium, and I don't get it. I get absorb elements, which is you have resistance to the triggering damage until the start of your next turn. But like the spell that lets you able to go into dangerous places, right? Like cold, like super cold or super hot areas. There has to be a spell for that, right? There has to be. They couldn't have.
Man,
Mike
you would
Morals
think
couldn't have made
that.
this game without having that spell. It's impossible.
I mean, the tieflings have something like that on them.
Right. Yeah. Just figured there's a spell you could cast on people for that.
There used to be, but not in 5e, apparently.
That's fine. Here's what we're gonna do. To keep, I feel like it should be a cleric spell, right? So LZT.
Yeah.
Do you have something? Do you have an equivalent? What spells do you have prepared? By? You might be able to do
I have
something.
Fog Cloud, Thunderwave, Cure Wounds, Command, Gust of Wind, Shatter, Call Lightning, Sleet Storm, Water Walk, and Control Water and Ice.
I'm thinking here that to cast it on everybody would probably be like casting. It's like a level. Let's just call it a level 2 spell for it to affect everybody. If you wanted to like give everybody advantage on a save against this, right? Then you might have to cast like a level 2 spell, which is equivalent to like Fog Cloud or something, right? As you like.
Fog Cloud's a level 1.
Yeah, but what I mean is like you're kind of casting it. Imagine casting it at a higher level, where it sort of enshrouds everybody, and rather than like providing cover, it's like providing like that refreshing mist on people to keep moisture, to keep the dry heat off of them, right?
That's fine.
I'm picturing something like that. If you want to,
Yeah.
If you think
Yes,
that's
I would
right?
like to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, right?
Everyone gets a cloak that keeps them cool instead of hot.
Right. So yeah. So you cast the spell, and then everybody could have advantage on.
It's a
saves.
reverse cloak. It keeps you cool and wet instead of
Warm and dry. Yeah, totally, right? So up the mountain you all go. Can we start with these con saves?
$15.
15's good. It's a DC 13.
Ooh. I was so
these
close
are
to
at
a 20
advantage.
there.
Remember, these are at advantage because of the fog cloud.
All right.
Yeah, this is why
16.
16's good.
10.
Everyone who fails is going to take 3 points of fire damage.
Okay. Oh,
I should
excuse me.
probably hit the Constitution save button, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you have advantage.
God damn it, Dave.
15.
Do I need it? Okay.
Nope, as long as you beat a 12.
I got it.
Right?
It's at the end of the day for me, though. What's your excuse?
So, you all start hiking your way up here. this is the combination of not just the time being near the mountain, but like the arduous climb, right? That's kind of what the Constitution save represents here. You keep going up these cliffs. We sort of have that sort of long, big shot of you all doing that single file line, kind of like going up this thing. So kind of like when the Fellowship's going up the Caradhras, right? In Fellowship. You all make your way up, and you know, we hear the sound of like a large boom crack as a bit of the rock that gets jettisoned up into the sky. More thunder goes around. You're all kind of like bracing yourselves from all the heat and steam and ash. And you're all making your way up to like halfway up this volcano, right? You can see sort of like one of those, like kind of like you can see the stones that are the staircase that still kind of leads into something that looks like it was carved rather than just being an open lava chasm. And that's ostensibly the shrine. And you can see that sort of glow of magma and lava coming from inside that cave. And that's where you're heading into, right? Outside of it, and you know this is the spot because you can see there's sort of like a couple, not quite gargoyles, but sort of like bat-sized things guarding the door, right? There's just like giant, or like 3 foot tall man-bat statues sitting on another 3 foot tall like anchor or like a column, solid obsidian. Don't worry, they're actually stone. Do you go in? I assume we just go into the cave, right?
That's where our destination is, so
Right.
let's do it.
I throw up divine sense.
Sure. Hella evil. You're
Who
in
is?
No, this whole area, right?
Do you share the
Ah.
knowledge? Or
Oh yeah, I do. Evil smells like a really bad, like evil smells like brimstone and like rotten eggs and stuff, and so Korok is like holding his nose and like
Yeah.
telling everyone.
You're in the realm of fire, bats, and domination.
are we into vile territory or still evil?
Not once you get into the volcano, you're in the vile territory. The whole
Okay.
volcano radiates evil, but the
I'm okay with that.
right. So the walls of this cave, as you get inside, are just completely riddled with little niches and stuff around. This place, while it like shakes and rumbles, remains perfectly fine and preserved, right? Maybe a little bit of stone falls down, but being this close to the volcano, you all should definitely, like, this should have collapsed, right? So you're all being in here by the grace of sort of this divine presence, but that fellow presence is also what permeates this vileness and evil, right? So it's all these little like old offerings of food and trinkets, or like bowls where they would have these things, right? But instead, each of those bowls now just contains nothing but ash, right? And then on the far wall, you can see like kind of engraved into the obsidian, or not sure what stone, pumice, what the word Ignatius rock, Ignatory rock. What's the one that's fire?
Ignis.
Ignis, right?
Ig.
Yeah. Yeah, there's metamorphic, sedimentary, and Ignatius. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, that kind of rock, right? Just carved in the back, all in black, is a giant 8-foot wingspan Batman. Right? Its wings go over its head. Its claws are like all like super sharp there, and below it and stuff, you can see there's sort of like an altar, right? That's empty.
I mean,
You know, if
I'll-
the mountain is all-knowing and all omnipotent in this area, guys, it's very weird that the statue was taken from this place to begin with.
I mean, I'll
Yeah.
go. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll go.
thank you.
Deposit
Thank
it.
you. That's a big red flag. It should be a very big red flag. Yes, that's correct.
So yeah, I'm like, Are we gonna return it or what?
Pirates didn't steal. Yeah, you should be like, pirates didn't just show up and go up here and take this. Is like the first. Yes. Sorry. Continue.
Good to know. Good to know.
I put the statue back.
Well, you hand the statue over from Boschka.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hot.
Well,
It doesn't burn you, but it's hot. Yeah. All
Your
of
hands
you
are
like.
free.
Yeah.
It's quite cool.
That's perfect.
Psych!
No, y'all's fog clouds in here are like, you're getting your money's worth off of it, right? It's just it's barely keeping it at bay.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you take it and you approach the statue, or sorry, you take the statue and you approach, sort of like the
Altar.
altar. Thank you. I couldn't remember the word. Relic. Yeah. Right.
Huh.
And you do you say anything as you place it down?
I can't remember what's the line from Evil Dead? Never mind. Yeah, no, I just
Broomstick.
no. Latu.
Oh
no, I
yeah,
just
the
put it-
Necromonicon stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it back.
Right.
Are you expecting me to do the Indiana Jones way, the bag of
Reverse.
sand?
Revert. You take the bag of sand off and swap it with the idol.
Yeah.
Right.
Is
No,
it
it's
like
the
a
opposite.
piece of the altar where it isn't dusty where it used to be?
No, there's nothing like sitting on the altar now that's not the there's no you're not doing a reverse Indiana Jones. It's just empty.
There's no replacement there. Okay.
Yeah, there's no
yeah,
replacement.
just-
nothing.
Put it back on the altar.
Right.
Say, I'm sure the people who stole this are sorry about that.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
In common?
I haven't got anything else that fits. I can say it Juan T. I don't think that.
No.
Snake tongue. You know what? Okay, I say it in Draconic, and I say, we return what was stolen.
Right. Cool. Can you make a diplomacy check or persuasion?
Diplomacy isn't a thing anymore, is it?
No, it's persuasion.
Diplomacy with the mountain.
God damn, it was so close to a 20. God
That's a
damn
6.
edges of them. Yes,
Okay.
I know that. It's a
Well.
drunk 9.
Never heard that before. I like that. Cool. Well, I was gonna say, if you would have gotten at least a 20, you could have avoided all of this. But you didn't. Right.
Sticks just ain't gonna cut it though. I think maybe no.
Somebody's gonna die.
No, the volcano like roars as you return that, and you say like, we return what was stolen, right? And the volcano roars, and there's a gush of heat. Can you all make another Constitution save?
Do we still have
Yes.
advantage?
Well, it depends on the end of this.
Haha! One dice knocked the other one. One die knocked the other one over. Turned it into a 20.
Nasu.
Okay. Everyone who did not get at least a 15. So I think that's just one of you.
Spinel again.
Yeah.
His constitution
Yeah.
does not deal
I'm
well
like
with
I'm like all woofy. You know when a bird
Yeah.
gets out of the water and it's just like all like just a giant fuzzball.
Wait,
now?
wait. Doesn't Pinel get +2 for being next to Korak?
Yeah.
Quark, you need to
Yeah.
Quark, you need to remind people of that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I did earlier,
Yeah.
but
Or-
yeah, y'all
or
get plus
protection.
2.
Okay, so 15.
Okay. So you're fine.
Cool.
The
I'm
aura
still
of protection saves you there from getting 6 points of fire damage and getting knocked prone from the huge heat wave coming from inside the volcano. again, so to draw a picture here of what this might look like, you're all sort of like facing this mural. It's almost like an L shape, right? Like there's an L shape. You come in from the long side and there's a short side, and you're facing the short side. At the edge of the short side, so the very tip of the L, there's this long mural. There's a shrine in front of that as well. And then to your right is a solid stone, because that's kind of like the outside, going to the outside part of the volcano. And the left side is wide open, which leads into a giant chasm of the volcano, right? So that's where like this huge like magma burst like goes up, and like some of it splashes near you and causes that huge heat wave and explosion as you all get like brace yourselves from the superheated magma coming. But you're all okay. But then you hear the voice. It's the same voice that was crying out from the black razors during the ritual, the beginning of this episode. And it says, "Thieves will be punished." And
What language?
common.
I'd like to shout back at that voice, say, then punish the actual thieves.
And so then, yeah. Okay, so three of those fire bats fly out from the fire. And then a large claw comes out from the magma, just dripping in magma. It's like the size of Bajko.
That's big.
It's very big.
Can I smash it?
Yeah, this is actually initiative
And
time.
I run.
We're gonna roll.
Say
it.
plan B.
We're gonna actually roll initiative now.
You know, thinking about it, I think that lady would have had a better chance with you if she walked up and said, "Want to smash?" You would have understood completely, and things
No,
would have
he's-
gone a lot better for her.
I mean, he's still
God.
just
God.
not.
For the first time
passed
ever,
this
I've
way.
got a like what do you call it? Tilted die
Mm.
in Roll20. It's right on the edge between 15 and 12, and apparently counted as 12.
Where's that initiative button?
That's up next to armor.
Looks like you forgot to select your token, though.
Yeah.
No, I accidentally deleted it.
Oh, well, you put it back, so everything's fine now.
I put it back. Yeah.
Well, it's back. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I should have advantage on initiative rolls. That's only important if the bad guys roll better than a crit. Okay, never mind.
You gotta rub it in, don't you?
Well, I roll a +5 on mine, and I still didn't get higher than a 10. So
Well, I roll a plus
Yeah,
8, so
I got better than
I know
you,
that
and
well.
I have a negative.
I have a feeling well. There we go. Everything's set up.
I am
Welcome to the
fucking
fickle
glad.
world of dice.
We may not get through this whole fight today, and I'll have the actual battle map when we come back. But this is the order. So Basho
All right,
goes,
I'm just gonna go full. I'm just gonna crit 100 times.
You're gonna ignore the bats and just go right into the hand.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely attacking the hand. First and foremost, that's me.
You're gonna take 2 attack of opportunities as you get through there, right? 'Cause
That's
you don't,
fine.
You just don't care about them.
I
Makes sense.
do not care.
14 and 22. 14 will probably miss, and then the other one will do 5 points of damage, 2 points of piercing, 3 points of fire. Make a con save.
Okay.
Because you're not resistant to fire damage, right?
No.
Okay, you don't catch
And
fire.
how much damage was it?
I'm sorry, dexterity save as well.
Remember,
supposed to call it the
Bajko,
dexterity save
you
first.
have a guidance, so you can add a D.
Here, yeah.
I
Fire bats do
I don't think I need that.
2 points piercing,
Okay.
3 points fire.
All right. I'll take 4 damage then.
Okay.
Because I'm raging and I went into a frenzy, which means that I get to make an extra attack when I reach the when I reach the fist. I'm going to attack it 3 times with my warhammer. Let's go.
Okay.
Oof.
How about a
Uh,
nat 1?
Yeah, that's not gonna be good.
Okay. About a nat
We're-
2.
1 second.
Also bad.
Wow.
And then a 17.
Yes.
Okay, 16 damage. It only took me 3 tries. Maybe like as I'm running through these bats, like I get like smacked like in the face, and it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it blinds me for a moment, and so
Yeah.
like I like rah, rah, and I'm totally missing. Then I blink, and then I'm like, oh, I was a foot and a half short, and I take a step forward, and then swoop right on that fire hand.
Yeah. Fucking
Awesome.
perfect. As you hit this thing, so before the fire bats go, a legendary action triggers as an earthquake. As this whole place rumbles as you hit this thing. And you all make a dexterity save to not fall prone.
Can I just jump?
No, I can't.
Well, you weren't flying to begin with.
Penel and Presco get that.
3's not going to do it, though.
Bashko plus a
He's-
D4.
He's not going to do it.
I don't think a D.
Yeah,
I don't
Penel, you're
think plus
flying. You're good.
I'm
I
flying.
don't think plus
Yeah.
7 even is gonna do it if I get plus 2 from
Yeah.
uh
A 7.
Dempsey and then plus
Whoa, 2
Okay.
natural
and
20s.
then roll a 4. Yeah, that'd be like 9 best I could do.
Okay.
Not
So-
You're probably too far away.
that's true too. Like yeah, it ain't.
So-
I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
So 21 for me, because I got +2 from.
You're not actually human
Bajko?
pretending to be You're not actually a snake pretending to be a human. You're a bird pretending to be a snake, pretending to be a human, and you're flying now. Like that's what that means, right?
Oh, maybe I'm a flying snake.
Now that's nightmarish, and I don't appreciate that, and you should take that back.
No, they're celestial. We just talked about this a moment ago.
They are celestial flying snakes. So, okay, so Penel and Presco are able to stand while Korik and Bashko fall prone. Then the fire bats attack.
Right on my butt.
2 of them are going
When
after
the Fire
Bashko,
Nation attacks.
and then one of them is going after Korik. Right, so then they do advantage.
Oh no.
Okay, 16 hits you though for 5, so
Yeah.
actually it's 4.
4.
And then the one after Korik also has advantage against you, 23
Yeah.
for 5. Well, 4 also because you have resistance to that, but not fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sure do.
I'm gonna keep saying the amount of damage, and then I
What a
trust
good
you all
dog.
to do the resistance stuff. Okay. This way you don't end up. I don't end up doing the resistance, and then you also doing the resistance. You know. So I'll just do it that
Is
way.
it-
I'll just say the full damage, and then you resist it. Okay.
Is it a spell?
The resistance?
No, I mean the attack we're taking. Is it from a spell? 'Cause
No.
I got some advantage on saving.
No,
throw.
this is a legendary. It's a lair action, for it.
Okay.
You're fighting this thing in its lair.
Okay.
so to
So, do I take damage even though I get 20
No,
and a half?
no. This wasn't a damage dealing attack. This was to knock you prone.
Oh, sorry. I was having a conversation outside of the game at the same time.
No problem.
Through a door.
It's your turn, Presco.
I would like to punch a bat.
Okay.
Actually, first of all, I would like to get my floating charge shield.
Barsavi.
And my shield goes up, and then I smack a bat with a big ice bomb.
Is it a bonus action to do the Barsavi? Or an
I
action?
think bonus action.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's bonus
I'm
action.
pretty sure it's a bonus action.
Perfect. Okay. I thought so too. I just wanted to make sure. Cool. Thanks for checking for
And
me.
then punch with a big purple
23 will solidly hit a bird.
Full damage. 6.
So 12 points of damage. It's still alive. Can you make the dexterity check for me, please?
I can. Oh,
DC
the first one didn't count. Oh, right. Because
DC 12
it's
for the
splash-
explosion
this
of
is
the
splash
fire.
it. Yep,
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
it. I got it. I
splash
got
and
it.
fire.
I got it. Oh, not enough.
Okay. So you're gonna take 3 points of fire damage.
That's cool.
You're taking 3 points of fire damage, and then you are. I have a question. No, here you go. Do you want to take the 3 points of fire damage, or do you want to burn your fog cloud?
I'll take the 3 points fire
Yeah,
damage.
I
I got
thought
the surplus anyway.
Yep.
But I haven't cast any spells, so I am still in danger of lighting on fire because I haven't cast any spells, so I'm not covered in. So-
Yeah, is Fog Cloud concentration?
I
think it is concentration.
It is.
Yes,
Can you
it
make a
is.
DC 10 concentration con check?
I can certainly
Not
do
at
that.
advantage because it's not endure elements. This is just taking damage.
Wait,
and
Constitution
spell.
check?
Yeah, this is to keep the spell going when it's concentrated. When you take damage, you have to do that. Or you lose the spell. The spell is held. Remember, you can't cast other spells with concentration, so they have a big
Yep.
C next to them
Yep.
because you're maintaining everyone's body temperature basically by doing this.
Am I in danger of lighting on fire, even though fog cloud? Because I'm just saying, I'm not drenched as per usual when I do spells
It's
because
a-
I haven't cast anything.
Yeah, it's a good question. No, it does. It does still burn you. It's like causing steam on you. This is why I gave you the option. You can negate that if you would wanted to use your own personal fog cloud protection to get rid of the fire.
Mhm.
Like it would just cancel them out. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone else's would maintain. In fact, everyone has that option at any point. Okay? You can burn your fog cloud that keeps you resistant from energy to stop fire damage. Okay?
I'll take the damage.
Sure. Sounds good to me. Henley. There's there's 3 fire bats. One's wounded, and there's currently a giant claw of a monstrosity coming out of the volcano. The like the next, like the wing of it is the next thing that like crests into your vision.
Right. Let me ask you this: this claw.
Yeah.
If I was to attack it,
Would it
is
fall? No.
Does it look like bone?
It looks
Is it
like
full of rat? Like
no,
a
it-
fingernail. I think.
yeah, it's bone, but it's also like bone, beast, ash.
Okay. And is on fire. What's the likelihood of my weapon like melting if I attack it?
Your weapon's magical, so you're probably fine. Bajko just hit it with a plain warhammer and was fine too.
Yeah, but that's a big solid chunk of metal. Mine's like a little rapier, dude. Like it's like
Yeah.
a finger of metal, you know.
Yeah,
Thermal
that's a good
mass,
question.
slightly less.
Did do 16 damage to it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think I will do what I do best and attack the ads. So I'll attack the hurt bat first.
Okay.
24. It's probably good. For that money, so 34
Holy shit,
damage.
that's an insane
That's
sneak
almost-
roll.
Yeah.
That's almost maximum damage on 46.
Yeah.
That's like 4.
It's
Holy
like
fuck.
it's like 2 points off.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Maximum damage.
Good job. You killed a
I-
bat immediately.
Why didn't you hit the fucking hand with that?
2 bats are left. One
yeah,
of them's
and then in
wounded.
my offhand, I'll attack another one.
Sure. Because you can move. Remember, you can attack, move, attack. So because we're doing this theater, I'm fine with that. gonna be enough.
Nope, didn't think so.
Okay.
Cool.
Anything else?
And then I'm always making sure that I'm off the ground and I'm away from creatures, so they have to come at me if they want to attack. So
Okay.
yeah. So how many of the the cards from Yu-Gi-Oh have drawn at the moment? Is just the one?
Just one for now.
Yeah.
Right. So, the aspect of Zatsuhala crests the surface. The other claw comes up. It has it basically looks like a Balrog, right? Like it's got the head of a bat, just like it's all like black and smoldering and made of obsidian, and its hands and fiery wings, plume. Its reds or its eyes are just pure like the bright white hot magma. Its breath is just radiating heat, like a furnace, right? It just climbs up smoke and rock and ash as it picks itself up. It's about 15 feet tall. It can barely fit in this spot, so it can't fly while it's in here. But it's definitely here to bring the ruckus. So it's gonna. And
I'll bring the
Bajko-
noise dice.
Right, Bajko, you're standing in front of it, right?
Mm-hmm,
So the first thing that happens is that it slams its ball down, not at you, just in general, causing a thunder wave in front of you.
I was already on the ground, like on my butt.
I know.
From
So
the
you have
earthquake
you have,
earlier.
you have disadvantage on this check.
Okay.
It's throwing you, like it's pushing you away from it.
It's dexterity, right?
Yeah. In fact, everybody in this hallway, including the bats, are getting hit by this.
I'm getting pushed back.
Yeah.
That. I'm sitting there on my butt from the earthquake, and this thunder wave comes out,
Yeah.
and he just
You
like
just get
tumbles backwards.
Just get tumbled down. Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Mm-hmm.
Everyone, can you make dexterity checks for me, please?
Backwards somersault.
I don't want to beat that guy. But do I get any bonuses against thunder because of my thunderness already? Tempest Cleric. Do I have any bonuses?
No, you don't have a breastplate that resists thunder damage.
No,
I
have
do.
Yep.
I have Keelbane.
Unfortunately, no.
So is this a dex save? Eric?
This is a dexterity save.
Ooh,
Am I at disadvantage for being prone?
Yes.
But what about my thunder resistant breastplate?
That resists. That just means it absorbs
the
some of the damage. Oof, indeed. Okay, not great. It was you had to beat a 14. Okay. So those who succeed on the check. So I guess that's just you, Pinel. You brace yourself as you get pushed back about 15 feet. It doesn't really do much at all. The bats.
Well, actually,
Okay, only one of them makes it.
Actually, because I have evasion, none of the effects of the spell happens to me.
Oh, cool. Yep. Good job being a
Yeah.
rogue.
Good job being a rogue.
Yep. Everyone else is going to take the following. Everyone's going
Wait.
to take.
Is this a saving throw against a spell? magic
Yes,
effect?
it is. It is.
Okay, I get to roll again.
It is a saving throw against a magical effect. It's effectively casting Thunder Wave.
Haha, nat 20!
Okay.
But also,
You take half
remember,
damage.
weren't you on your butt?
Nope.
No.
That was me.
Yeah, they were.
That was,
on
Oh,
it was
okay.
just the half orcs.
So, those who failed to save are taking 30 points of damage each.
15.
Ooh, and that's
of
thunder
thunder.
damage, so
That's
I don't
thunder
even
damage.
get to.
So, I'm not done. It's 30 points of thunder damage, and then 10 points of just bludgeoning damage as you get hit into the wall. It's just like
And I
it
just
just
get pushed
throws
back,
you
right?
into the wall. And yeah, the other people just get hit for half damage, so you get 15 thunder.
Okay.
Those who made their save just get 15 damage and no wall hit. Right? As
Okay.
as you just get all like Pelza, you just get thrown from the like one end of this chasm to the other by this huge blast. It just throws you away.
Oof.
Right?
Take the 45. I take the 35 damage, and I'm ready to stand back up and take some more.
Yeah, well,
It's not my turn yet,
It's
but
not, it is not your turn. Again, that's a legendary action, and now it's going to do its regular stuff. So
Great.
as you all get hit in the back of the wall, some of you who are you're still prone. Those who were prone before, I need you all to make another DC. Actually, I don't tell you DC. Just make a dexterity save again for me.
Also, before you do anything else, Presco, you need to make a
Concentration.
dex as concentration check.
DC equal to so it's a 15 concentration check. Equal to
Holy
damage.
shit.
It's equal to the damage or DC 10.
Is it a constitution check or
It is. It's a constitution check.
Constitution.
It's a constitution
Jesus.
saving throw.
I get
This is-
any
let me get this
addition?
It might be worthwhile you take. There's a feat you can get in this game
It gives you
that
advantage.
helps you with that.
That makes
It's
sense.
actually really, really cool. So
The
Cool.
Oh,
fog cloud goes down.
Just
Everybody-
mine or everyone's?
Everyone's. As you break your concentration. You can cast it again when it's your turn. But you just lost it. It requires at least a level 2 spell slot, so you can burn your level 3 spells to cast it, or promote your level 1 spells to do it. Okay. Anyways, it's this thing's turn now. You all are getting hit with a blast of unholy fire from its mouth as it opens its mouth and unleashes black flame on you all.
Oh,
So dexterity
green,
checks.
green flame.
Everybody's rolling dexterity. Everybody, even across the room.
It hits. It goes
Okay.
30 feet. It goes the whole wall. It goes the whole
What's
hallway.
the DC?
Oh wait, was I still at disadvantage on that one?
Yeah, you're at disadvantage. Those who were prone are still at disadvantage.
Boo.
You also got a +2 on that. right?
Those who make. Okay.
You're right. I do have a +2 on it. You're
Okay.
right.
So it's just Cork who's going to take the full
Yeah.
the full brunt of it. Okay. So it's going to be another. It's a 30 points of total of half fire, half unholy damage. Then the other part here is, Boric, I need you to also then make a Constitution saving throw for me. This isn't to catch fire. 16 is gonna be more than enough. You're lucky. The flesh, your flesh is burned away as this hits you, but you're already curse, like it keeps you going, and like your scales like get burned away and then they regenerate. Normally, if you would have failed that, you would have taken Constitution damage. It would,
Yikes.
it would have lowered your Constitution.
Yikes!
hope
Yikes!
yes.
Yikes!
I like
Is that a
to-
breath attack? by
That's
the
his
way?
breath attack. Yes.
And you said how much damage?
It was 30.
So do we others take half?
Yeah. So if you failed, you take half damage, or if you succeeded, you take half damage.
Okay.
I take no damage.
Good job being a rogue. It's like it effectively gives you half as much HP against the shit that fucks up everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, keep it going.
Yeah.
The full aspect is in view. Again, it looks like a Balrog, like a cross between super huge, long, elongated claws like a bat's arms, its fiery wings, its face is just full of fangs like just jutting off of it, huge white pupilless eyes of just molten magma. And there's two other bats here. Those fire bats. What do you do, Quark? Probably stand up.
Well, I'm gonna stand up.
Yep.
I am going to heal myself for all of my lay on hands.
Yeah.
I was. But, yeah. So I'm using all 35.
Okay.
40.
I love, by the way, that Bajko still has just as much health as I do. And I
And then and then I will I will use my bonus action to give myself an extra 2 AC.
Shield of Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sure, faith.
And okay. Before you cast that, or after you cast that spell, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please? No longer at advantage. This is now the heat of the place getting to you as the fog cloud is gone.
Okay.
A 12 is not going to be enough. So you're going to take another 6 points of fire damage. Don't worry about concentration for that, right? Don't worry about it there, because it's like you take it, that should have happened at the start of your turn, and so that would have happened, and then you cast the spell and you'd been fine. Okay.
All right.
Cool. So you stand up. That's a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith. Do you still want to attack a bat? Some of the bats have thrown to the wall too.
Lay on hands is an action.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Lay on hands is an action. Okay. So then it's the fire bat's turn. The fire bats are going to stand up, and since everybody's at the wall here, I'm just going to roll randomly to see which one gets hit, because you all are.
I'm
there.
not.
Oh, that's true. So Pinno's not. So it's going to be between 1 is Presco, 2 is Quark, 3 is Bashko. Okay, Presco.
God
Misses.
damn it.
12 misses.
Haha.
And then a D3. Okay, Presco. I only rolls a 1. Okay, you're fine though. You got targeted twice, but it doesn't matter. Lucky you. Speaking of which, it's back to you.
God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna see.
Wait, did I go?
No, I'll just go first.
Oh no,
that
my
was
god,
bad.
I skipped it. Yeah, I skipped you. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I
Good
was
call.
like, I was waiting for my turn after Korik, and then you're like Presco, and I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so I'm all the way back against the wall, and you said it was like 30 feet, right?
Yeah, you're 3 feet away from the aspect. You're 5 feet
Gotcha.
away or very close range to the fire bats right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand up. That's gonna take half my movement.
Yeah.
I am going to use a bonus action to attack one of the bats with my warhammer. That's a nat 20.
Oh damn.
You could say you batted him away.
16 damage.
So that's the
Mm.
wounded one.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Okay.
One bat.
And then I'm going to use a.
Dexterity check, by the way, too. From the explosion of the bats.
Oh, right. That's also a nat 20.
Not a problem. Okay.
Okay.
going.
Don't I have to also do
Carry on.
Constitution now that we don't have the?
Yes.
The
Yes.
fog.
Thank you. Thanks for reminding me. Yep.
That's not a nat
You could
20,
almost
but
say
that's
Not a
fine.
problem.
You could almost say that having all your clothing burnt off in the breath has made you more limber and easier to move
Right.
around, right?
Exactly.
That sounds like how Bochco works. Yes.
His weighted training clothes were burned away. And now...
Aren't you happy that you lathered in oil?
Maybe less so.
Flame retardant oil, obviously.
Exactly.
Okay. And then pulling out a healing potion. That's gonna consume an action, isn't it?
Yes.
It will.
Using a potion requires an action.
So I have let's see. I've got a superior healing potion. I'm gonna go ahead and burn that right now.
Sounds good.
That I think it's the time for that. So roll 8d4
Yeah.
plus.
Okay.
There we go. Cool. I am doing much better. Okay, that was my turn. I killed a bat, I healed myself, and I stood up. So I think that's a pretty good turn. Actually, I still have half my movement left, so I'm gonna move 20 feet closer to the aspect.
Wait, you have 40 feet movement? Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
I'm a barbarian. Duh.
You're also half naked. You can move faster now.
That's how it works. Less clothes.
42 feet.
Less clothes, more speed.
Cool.
Nice. Okay.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Okay. As can so dumb. Bochco, why are you standing in front of me?
I mean,
Okay.
not directly in front of you.
You are in the direction this spell is going, which means you're gonna get hit by.
Well,
Yeah. So
that's fine.
I am now completely like drenched in water. I look like I've had a and you hear a booming voice going Prescaution, and just giant balls of hail shoot out from like in front of me and down the L-shaped corridor
Oh yeah.
towards everything that is over there. And I cast Ice Storm.
Perfect. Or Bochco, but we're
Poor
I mean,
Bochco.
you gotta cast a
Rip.
spell. Also keep in mind you also have to do the Constitution check before you cast a spell for being in the superheated area.
Cool. Sorry.
No problem. It doesn't interfere
yeah.
with the spell, but just so you know.
I love the idea that this and the heat uses up all the oxygen in the room and we all die.
Well,
Oh, that should not be 2d6s. It should be 2d8.
Oh no! Wait. Okay. Do
You're
I
not.
still
Aura protection is like 10 feet. You're not within
Yeah.
10 feet.
do I still have that guidance? No, that we're out of like a million years ago.
Okay, so it's 6 bludgeoning and 21 cold damage.
Okay. That's good.
Uh,
It does not like that at all.
On a failed save, half on successful.
Oh, it makes
So-
a reflex save, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's a
I'd love-
that.
I
that's a
mean,
failed
you
save.
said it could barely move in this thing, so I'd love to see
That
it.
is true. That is not enough.
Oh, whoops. Well, it's supposed to. I didn't roll 2d20. 1 second. I rolled d20 keep highest one from a single roll.
Well,
I took a
that's
25.
one.
There you go.
Okay, that one is enough.
Yeah.
So it takes 3 bludgeoning and 10 or 11 cold.
It actually takes the full 21 because it takes double
There you go.
damage.
But it would have been 42.
Would have been 42.
Yep. It takes double damage.
Are there
so
any
it's
fire,
21.
fire bats or anything over in that direction? This-
No. The other one's
Because
closer
this
to
is this is a lot of arrows.
you. Make a charisma check. Make a charisma check. Beat a 15. For charisma.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Oh,
it wasn't.
actually, do I get +2 for
Plus
anything
2.
from being close to Korok?
Oh yeah, no, being close to Korak, yeah, that would give you the 15 that you needed. So yes, it would get the bat as well.
Yay!
Look at that. Using
Bat's
your
dead.
skill.
The bat's very dead.
And it makes it 20, takes half damage, but then takes full damage again, so it's dead. Yep. All right, no more bats. Just this
It's either dead or it's very dead. One of those.
Also, the area affected by hail is considered tough terrain.
Perfect.
Why you gotta make my life difficult? It's fine.
A difficult terrain
No,
into the
difficult
my-
terrain, Kelso, not difficult. Different.
Mm,
Oh, as long as you can fly over it.
Yeah, guys, just grow some wings, you know? Hollow bones. It's good.
Hollow bones.
Speaking about flying, can I, what's the likelihood of me being able to fly behind this thing's head and just...
Oh shit! Sorry, I forgot to do my concentration.
You can try to pick it behind it and sneak attack.
I mean, I might sneak attack. I always sneak attack, Eric.
Right. But yes, you
Yeah.
can get behind it, but you're flying over magma, right? You're flying over an active volcano.
Well, the idea is that I want to avoid getting into its breathy room.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. You do see though, as you fly over the crevice, like you can see that the volcano just goes down, and you can see about 50 feet below you, there's just the bubbling cauldron of magma. But furthermore, out from like all over this crevice, like near the magma, like out of all these little tiny cracks and holes, are more bats coming. Like you can see them. They're not going to attack you this round, but like in the next couple rounds, you think they might be getting here, right?
Okay.
But anyways,
Hmm.
go ahead and keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, stab him in his stupid mountain skull, Eric Vulgaris.
Oh yeah, do it.
You know what? You said we're leaving. I'm gonna put advantage on this attack. Fuck it, why not?
Sure.
Let's
Inspiration.
go.
Crit.
Very nice.
There you go. It's a good way to end. Yeah. Well,
Just
Holy
dump all
shit.
these dice
Those
on-
dice though.
9.
What's that? Like
9 plus 20. 30.
45 total.
9. Yeah, 35. Wow.
cool. Offhand. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, not 35. 37.
No, that's
Wow.
37.
And then a natural 1. Okay.
Yeah, it's about how I roll.
37's
I-
a hell of a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. And that was magical too.
Yeah. I know. But you got through its resistances. It did not like that at all. Yeah, cool. So then that is where we're going to end it today. We are out of time.
As I fly up to the thing and I attack it, I'm just like, and the heroic Pinel Apple sneak attacks the mountain and succeeds.
Lurch. Yeah. Okay. So next week we'll come back here. I'll have the map set up for everything. We can keep playing. Yeah, this
Oh,
is a
yeah,
tough.
yeah.
This is a very,
Hopefully,
very
I'm
tough
here
encounter.
next week.
This is an incredibly tough encounter. If you're not, let me know. I can find someone who can. I just need your blessing who can Jaeger you for the day.
I will let you know as soon as I
Yeah,
know.
totally. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's get out of here. So let's go around. LZT.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for playing, guys. It's great to be back. Get some D&D dirt on my fingernails, and yeah. My schedule is a bit off now because my girlfriend's visiting from the Americas. So yeah, it's kinda hard to plan anything. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at Lima Zulu Tango. I'll pass it over to Dempsey because I don't have anything else.
Yeah, hi. I'm Dempsey. You can find me on Twitter at DempseyDMC. And my hands are purple because I dyed someone's hair, but I'm looking more like Cork every day. Henley.
Yo, what up? Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. Thanks for GMing. Lots of stuff's going around. We released a game. It's called Warlocks 2, Godslayers. It's on the Switch. Go buy it. We released an announcement trailer for another game called Elder's Blood. It is a fantasy XCOM game set in Victorian, the Victorian era. So like, it's basically like monsters and hunters fighting each other. It's really cool. Also, we have another game which is about cleaning up murder scenes. So if you guys have any interesting ideas on how to dispose of a body, let me know because we will be putting that in the game. So that's called Body of Evidence. There's a trailer out for that at the moment, so you can go check that out if you want. But yeah, that's pretty much me, Kelsey.
Hello, I'm Kelsa, and I play role-playing games on the internet. Also, lately, I have been doing a lot of drawing for Art Fight, and that's part of what I was doing earlier was inking a new sketch or that has now been inked, and then I'm gonna paint it later today. Here's one that I painted yesterday. Like, it's been really great doing more arts, and yeah, that's me. Follow me on Twitter at Kelsa, Twitch and YouTube it's Kelsa Delphi, and on Art Fight it's also Kelsa. If you wanna art fight me, that'd be super cool.
What's an art fight?
An art fight is it's like a game that takes place during the month of July where artists sign up. You put some of your original characters on there. I do have Boschko up there, but I haven't got any volunteers to attack him yet. Other artists like find your characters, they like them, they attack you by drawing your character for you in their own style, and then you can attack them back or not. I've been drawing for all of my mutuals and as well as a few random people that I've just stumbled across their characters and thought they were pretty cool. So I've done 10 so far that are complete, and I have at least 10 more that I have like planned, 2 of which I've actually started. This one that I've inked and another one that I'm doing digitally that I've got the flats done on. So I just got a bunch of art in process and it's great.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, creative outlet.
It's great. No, I mean, I love creative outlets, and having other people's characters to draw for inspiration, because sometimes you just feel like, why am I drawing my same characters over and over again? And sometimes you love your characters and you keep drawing them, but sometimes you're just like, I want to draw something different, but I also don't want to create a whole new character just to draw them. And this is kind of a great way to expand your horizons and also, you know, give art to other artists.
Absolutely. It's to maybe kind of realize that, like, yeah, like all the different things we do as art, like mean, GMing is kind of like art, but I think of LZT
Jimmy's a
and
lot like art.
how much LZT puts so much time into his stream and all the technology and things around to like do those types of stuff. Like that's kind of art. It's
And
like
I
a
still
garden.
suck.
That's not your fault. That's Twitch. That's not a reflection of you.
But it's really nice to have a creative outlet since I started doing leatherworking again, and it's so much better. It's instead of just, oh, I don't really want to play anything today. It's, hey, I'm just gonna make this passport holder or a bag or a belt pouch or whatever out of leather.
Right.
And
I
it's
know.
way
I have a
Nice.
desk over here that's just full of unpainted Warhammer miniatures, and it's like
Yeah.
that's a streaming opportunity. I just got to get stuff set up for that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Eric.
I
You're
just
good?
wish I had
Yeah,
time. That's it.
Right.
Time is the factor that I'm missing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm Eric. I've been your dungeon master, Eric Vulgaris everywhere. Play a lot of games. There's no Ultraviolet Grasslands tonight. So yeah. Just what else? Oh, new show. Monday nights I play Wrath and Glory, which is a 40k role-playing game over at Margaret Crone. You can find it at youtube.com/ Margaret Plays, I think. Probably figured that before I
I think
sent
it's
it out.
just
Anyways.
Margaret Crone, isn't it?
Well,
Is it Maggie Crone?
twitch.tv / Margaret Crone, but then it's like her actual play is like something plays. I'll have to look that up. Anyways, just go to twitch.tv / Margaret Crone. Do that.
And I'm gonna be playing Warhammer 40k, but I am stuck as a lowly Imperial Guard. So I'm gonna be playing that on Thursday on
You know,
Edishito.
I did that with sheep, that exact same game, and you think you won't die, you think you will die, but sometimes you don't. I played an orc who succeeded so well at trying to stealth, he actually stealthed himself out of existence. So,
That's
you know,
very
good
impressive.
times.
Also, Maggie's YouTube is youtube.com / Mark.
You just cut out at the very end, the most important part.
Oh, it is youtube.com / Margaret Crone. It's
Okay.
her.
Perfect.
/mom.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was something else. I'm sorry. My brain's frazzled. All right. Anyways, with that, we're out of here. See you next week for episode 29. Bye, friends.